Joe Rogan Podcast. Check it out.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan Podcast by night, all day.
Yep. What's up? When was the last time I saw you?
I was here promoting my special, it was June of last year.
Damn, time flies.
Yeah.
A fucking whole year.
I've had another child since then even.
Oh my goodness, congratulations.
Thank you, dude.
Look at you out there breeding.
Right.
Contributing to the population. How old are you?
40, I'll be 49 in November. So.
Did you do the math, like when your kid's 20?
Bro, I've done every math. Every piece of math you could do. It's depressing.
Get healthy.
Yeah. No, I am.
Healthy.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
I started with a trainer 4 weeks ago, and just did all this blood work and taking all these scans and tests and stuff now, just because I'm like, I have to be here as long as possible.
It changes the game when you have children.
Yeah.
You can fuck off and do coke and heroin and fucking sleep.
Yeah. Luckily, I wasn't doing that.
No, but as soon as you have a kid, you're like, oh my God, I want to leave my kid.
I was eating whatever cereal. I was like backing out of the driveway without looking, but like now.
Most of my Instagram algorithm is things that I shouldn't eat.
Yeah.
It's like sandwiches and pizza.
You have trouble with that stuff?
No,
not at all.
No, I don't have trouble.
Yeah.
I just know it's not good for you.
Yeah.
And mostly I eat good stuff.
What's like you're like an egg white.
No, I eat yolks.
Okay.
Yolks are the healthy part.
Yolks. Yeah.
Yeah, I eat the whole egg, but I have chickens, so I eat fresh eggs.
Are you do you have like a diet, like an Olympic, like are you like an Olympian?
No.
Are you
I eat
weighing
healthy.
your food and
No.
Okay.
I eat way too much. If I weighed my food, I'd be like, I eat for a 300-pound man.
Yeah. Well, is that because of how much you exercise and stuff?
It's that, but it's also I'm a glutton.
Yeah.
I'm a glutton.
But you could do it.
Yeah, I can get away with it.
Yeah.
But I do eat a lot. Like if I go out to dinner, I will eat a large steak. I will have multiple sides. I will have multiple appetizers. And then I look like I'm pregnant when I leave.
That's how you eat, yeah? You just count it down.
I eat a lot of food, man. It's not smart.
How do you burn all your calories? Is it all is it all like jiu-jitsu stuff or whatever?
I do a lot of working out, but I also do intermittent fasting. I'm just smart about when to be a glutton and then when to back off.
Yeah.
And I just don't keep my foot on the gas. That's all.
Yeah.
But like when I go to New York, it's all Italian food. It's Italian food for like 3 days.
You gotta.
You have to.
I could eat it every day.
I could too. It's a problem.
I know.
It's a problem.
I know.
It's all Italian subs and pasta. And
you have your favorite spots in New York?
Oh yeah. I got a bunch of spots. I got a spot in Vegas too. We were just at this place, Gaetano's. It's all handmade pasta with imported flour from Italy. We ate there after the fights. Oh my God,
I love it. I have to go there. I'm going through Vegas on it. I'm still touring the tour that I was here with Les. That started in 24. I'm going through all the way through 26.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I took like a 3-month. Well, I took a break when I had my new baby, and then I took like a little bit of a 6-month. But now I'm like back at it full. I got a bunch of big shows coming up, so I was like, let me get out there and like tell people I'm still alive.
Yeah, you got to get out there if you want to do something, because it's like, if you just work in the city, you can't really put together an hour.
No, I mean I piece it together. I mean I'm constantly on the road. I just went down just to have a little bit of a breather because we just finished wrapping season 12 of the show, and so I was touring and doing the show, and I had a kid. So it's like I just couldn't even. And then we produced another show and all that shit in between. So it's like I just haven't been. I went on hiatus on my podcast and stuff because something had to give. Mm-hmm. So now it's like let me just get back out there and just now I'm not filming. I'm just really focusing on the tour and like a new pod I got coming out.
When you do stand up, do you take guys with you that are your friends on the road? Yeah, that's the move.
Yeah, all the time.
That's the only way to go.
It makes it
fun.
Yeah, fun as opposed to
you're with buddies.
Yeah.
It's like a vacation that you get to work at.
Yeah, if I didn't, it can get depressing fast.
Real fast.
Yeah,
if you're solo,
super fast.
If you're solo and you're working with local openers, especially if they're boring.
Yeah.
And they're not fun to hang out with.
Oh yeah, that's in the club and the green room. I'm even talking about in like the hotel and stuff.
Oh,
like
that's bad too.
Yeah.
You just got to find things to do. For me, it's always I work out and I play pool. So those are two things that occupy a lot of my time. So that's good.
I didn't work out and I didn't play pool. So I'm like, I got this guy, right? And I'm like, all right, I'm weak. I have no stamina. I'm old. And like, I need to reverse all this, you know, like, so like, you're going to start with me now and I'm really going to show you nothing. Like,
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That means you're going to be able to see progress.
Where I am here.
But that's good.
Yeah.
You'll be able to see progress.
Yeah.
It's always, no matter where you're at, if you're thinking about working out, do it. Because it's a good place to start, no matter where you're at.
Yeah.
If you're really fit, great. Good place to start.
Yeah.
Just get even more fit.
Sure.
If you're out of shape, great. Good place to start. Good place to start. Baby steps. Don't go too hard. Don't get hurt. Build up slow.
Yeah. I got some blood work back and I was like, all right, I need to change some of these numbers. And like, also I got it was like an in-depth blood work. And like, they told me all this extra stuff that I couldn't have known. And one is I'm very susceptible to soft tissue injury.
Oh, you're a bitch.
Yeah, I'm a bitch. That's it. It said bitch. I was translating it. It said bitch on the paper, and then this is how I make myself feel better about it.
How do they determine whether you're soft tissue?
Whether you're a bitch or not?
That doesn't even make any sense.
I don't know. It just said I'm very susceptible to like I guess whatever it is, ligament bruising, ligament, like that kind of stuff.
Huh. Well, that's just from years of not lifting weights. That's all that is.
You think that's just changed my blood so that's yeah?
100%.
Well, I told the guy, and he's like, all right, that's good to know. And then like my sixth session, I like we were doing that thing where like I throw a medicine ball down really hard and then like catch it and then swing it to him. And like on the swing to him, I was like, ah!
Yeah, you gotta, I would never have you do stuff like that to start out with.
Yeah.
To start out, you should do body weight stuff and you should do it like moderately. Like when I had a bunch of guys in here, we were doing comedians workouts on Tuesdays. And one of the things that we always did was sometimes did Tuesdays and Thursdays, but one of the things we always did if anybody's just starting out, I'm like, do not go to failure. Do not push yourself. I want you to get out of here and feel fine.
Yeah, he did say that. To be fair, he's not like killing me or anything, but we worked up to that. But that one, and then we just backed off of it. But
rotational stuff is difficult because you're putting especially if you're not particularly coordinated and you're throwing a lot of torque, one way or the other way when you're throwing a medicine ball. Especially,
I got tons of torque here.
Torque.
A lot. I got so much torque, right?
Like I don't understand. Like what would determine whether or not you're more susceptible to soft tissue injury? The only thing that makes sense is that you haven't been working out. Like unless there's a biomarker.
Yeah.
Is there?
I think so. Yeah.
Let's try Perplexity out.
I
It's our new sponsor. Let's find out. Put that in Perplexity. Find out what is a biomarker that would indicate you're more susceptible to soft tissue injury.
I have my results in a PDF somewhere. I can call my doctor.
Well, we'll find out. We'll find out quick. But to me, the only thing that would make sense is that you haven't been using that tissue. That's the only thing that would make sense. And there's probably things that they could show in terms of levels of like creatinine, I think that's how you say it, and maybe some other stuff that would indicate. Here it goes. What biomarker would indicate one susceptible to soft tissue injuries? Well-supported biomarker that indicates susceptibility to soft tissue injuries, genetic variant. Oh, and the elastin, ELN gene. Interesting. Which has been identified as a marker of ligament weakness and may signal increased risk of injury. Whoa.
Yeah, there you go.
So that's what you have.
I'm a variant. I'm a what do you call those? What do you call those X-Men? I'm a mutant.
So this is the word I was looking for. Classic serum protein markers like creatine kinase, lactate, what's that word? Dihydrogenase and myoglobin reflect muscle tissue breakdown and can indicate tissue vulnerability or prior damage, but their use in predicting susceptibility as opposed to recent injury is less robust. Recent research has also shown that profiling early healing stages through mass spectrometry can identify multiple proteins whose baseline alterations may point to greater risk for delayed or poor recovery. So what has this guy got you doing? Like, what is like a typical workout for you?
He switches it up every single time. I mean,
that's good.
I've been seeing him about 4 weeks, 3 times a week.
How'd you find him?
He actually lived in the building next to me.
Oh.
And I ran into him. This weird stuff has been happening like this lately. Like I'm like, I really got to get a trainer. And I was like, walking in between. We had a little thing in between the buildings, and he just was there talking to someone. And he mentioned, he goes, I'm a physical trainer. I'm like, I need someone. He's like, I'll walk over. We'll do it. So I do it like 6:30 in the morning. That's the thing that's a little harder too. Is like the only time I could do it is 6:30 in the morning because I have like
That's good though. You
No, I know,
Your
I
day
know.
started the right way.
No,
you
it
already
is
got a
good.
win.
It is good, and it's been crazy like how much I feel like I've done now by like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
But when that alarm goes off at like 6, and I know he's waiting downstairs, and but I'm just like now it's winter. Like back home, I don't know about here, but like it's still completely pitch black outside. Like so just getting up in that darkness and being like, my wife's sleeping, I'm putting on a fucking headband. You know what I mean?
You wear a headband?
Yeah, I do. I sweat.
Like a tennis
I
one?
wore a hat at first, but I was like, I need to get. No, I got like fancy with it. I bought like a Lululemon headband.
Oh, nice.
It's not. It's like I don't know. Yeah, I look the part.
Okay.
I stretch. I get down there.
Listen, it's all looking the part's fun.
No,
it's
but
all part of just fucking doing it.
It's been good. I felt immediately it changes my. There's just that release. It just feels great. The first workout I felt like right afterwards, I was like, this is amazing.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you don't go too hard. That's what I always tell everybody. You're not going to be able to keep up. If you try a crazy pace right off the bat, you're not going to be able to keep up with it, and you're not going to be able to recover. You're going to get broken down. You got to build it slow.
It used to take care of itself with like just sports and stuff. Like, but
Right.
I don't do that anymore. Like I haven't done that in forever. Are you a good athlete outside of like whatever training you do? Like, are you at sports? Like, do you play any sports?
The only sport I played baseball when I was a kid, and then once I started doing martial arts when I was in my early teens, I quit everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
And just focused on that.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Well, for me, it's like I hated team sports because I'm kind of, stubborn and
Sure.
like I either struck out or hit a home run, no matter what happened. They were always like, get on base. I'd be like, right, like fucking, I'm going for the bleachers, bitch. And either I was a hero or everybody was mad at me, and that's how I always played. I didn't care. Like I'm not gonna be a loser because Billy drops the ball in fucking left field.
Right.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, and so then when I found wrestling, I was like, okay, this is better. This is just me. And then I got into martial arts, and I was like, okay, this I like. This is just like I either put in the work and get better, or I don't. I either win or I lose. There's no weird gray area. The only gray area is decisions. Decisions sucked because there's a lot of biased judges, and if you're in like someone's hometown and you beat
for
their
real?
ass. Oh,
Really?
terrible.
That blatant?
Oh yeah, don't you remember Roy Jones Jr. in the Olympics?
I don't know if I
Roy
remember
Jones
the
Jr.
Olympics,
and
but-
it was actually a beautiful moment because Roy Jones Jr. in the Olympics, he boxed beautifully. It was a perfect performance in the finals, and he lost. There's no way he lost, but it was in Korea, and it was against the Korean national champion.
Okay.
And so the Korean national champion, he won the gold medal, and then came to visit Roy Jones recently and gave him the gold medal and said, you should have won that fight.
Like recently?
Yeah, recently. Yeah.
Wow.
It's
Better
a
late than
be-
never?
Yeah.
Wow.
But when I was a kid and I watched that, I was so disheartened because I'd seen that in Taekwondo a lot.
Yeah.
I'd seen that in kickboxing a lot. And it's embarrassing. It's just when you see like blatant, obvious corruption, and that, to me, that decision is one of the worst examples of blatant corruption because Roy Jones just ran away with that fight. The only thing he didn't do is knock that guy out, but he beat his ass.
They don't feel repercussions when it's that obvious?
It's all subjective. It happens in the UFC.
Yeah, I see.
It happens in the UFC all the time. There's bad decisions, and it's infuriating. It's infuriating to the athlete too, because particularly in the UFC, there's a win bonus. So imagine if you beat a guy, like you really hit the gas in the second and third round, you fucking burn yourself out, you get the decision, you're like, I fucking did it, I did it. Your corner celebrating, we got it, the last 2 rounds, all you. And then you hear the judges, and you're like, no fucking way, they robbed me.
Wow.
And it happens all the time. So say if you're a young guy and you're starting out in the UFC and you have a contract, maybe it's like 15 and 15. What that means is you get $15,000 to show and then $15,000 to win. So if you lose, you only get that $15,000. So those judges just stole $15,000 from you when you're struggling just to feed yourself, right? If you're getting $15,000 to fight, you have to pay for managers. You have to pay for your gym fees. You have to pay for nutrition. You have to pay for supplements. You know, you have to, maybe you're getting a massage once a week. You got to pay for that. It's like you don't have any money. You have zero money.
Yeah.
You have to work a job. There's no way you're doing that without a job.
Right.
If you're lucky, you could teach. You know, if you're lucky, you can maybe teach private, like if you're a jiu-jitsu guy or a kickboxer, you could teach people during the day.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, you're barely getting by, and they just stole $15,000 from you.
Wow. And
Happens all the time.
And nothing comes of it, right? There's appeals.
No.
Appeals of bullshit.
We get mad. You know, we talk
Yeah.
about it in the commentary, and we you know, Daniel particularly gets upset because he was a professional fighter and he's seen it.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like they always say, don't leave it in the judge's hands. But that's nonsense because these guys, you're not
matter.
good enough to knock them out. And if you
Right.
try to knock them out, you're going to get knocked out.
Right.
It's like you have to fight smart.
Right.
So like you always should fight the best you can, but smart.
Yeah.
And if you don't do that, you shouldn't be a professional fighter. It's because you're going to get beat up when you shouldn't get beat up. You're going to get hurt when you shouldn't get hurt. You know.
Yeah. I never did anything. I took karate for like 6 months. I never did. It was team sports for me, but it was, I wasn't particularly, I actually, when the first year our grammar school got a basketball team, I was in 7th grade. And so if you were in 8th grade, you automatically made varsity. And then whatever remaining spots you had to try out. I wasn't really good, right? But I tried out and I was the last one cut. So I was the very first person to be placed on the JV team.
Oh no!
So the best of the JV, right? We didn't have a coach. The school did not have a basketball program. So my friend's mom, who prior to this just owned a bakery, she was like, "I'll coach." She had no experience outside of pastries. And she got like a clipboard, like a whiteboard clipboard, and we met at the school gym, and she started running drills with us. And it was like whoever else wanted to play can play. Right. So I got cut last, so I was, you know.
How'd you do?
I was the MVP. So I was MVP of the team for the season.
Nice.
Went to the award ceremony. No, let me finish talking.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, you'll see. The team, first of all, so we weren't good. We knew we weren't good. And we were like, okay, watch, this first team we're going to play is going to be like amazing. So we show up for this first game, okay? We get to the Catholic CYO Center. It's like the Catholic Youth Organization gym. And we get there. Every single kid on that team is just like Dominican or like we were all like scrawny little white kids. These kids were like 6 feet tall already. I'll never forget it. I walked in, and you do drills in the beginning before you start the game. You all go in the line and take layups on your side. They're taking layups on their side. And I remember I locked eyes with some kid, and he looked at me, and he was dribbling the ball backwards through his legs as he walked backwards. And he didn't break eye contact with me. And then he like ran up and like he did a layup and like tapped the backboard or whatever. We lost 44-0 the first game. Okay, 44-0. Okay, so at the end of the game, you're supposed to like line up and you'll like, you know, touch hands or whatever. And you go upstairs in this little rec room and you get like some Fritos and a juice box or whatever, right? So the parents were there, and the parents of this team were engaged. I mean, they shutout in basketball is pretty tough, and the parents were going nuts. And so at the end, when the buzzer sounded, like the parents were chanting, 44 zip, zip, 44 zip, and they were chanting it like loud, right? And then when we got online, the kids started chanting, the parents started chanting, the parents ran onto the court, and I just literally like, and we're shaking hands, they're all chanting 44 zip. We go all together up the stairs to get the juice box, and the parents are screaming it up the hallway, 44, right in our face, like 44, zip, zip. I mean, literally, it was like the most humiliating experience. Next game, we played Blessed Sacrament. We lost 56-3. I had the 3 points.
Congratulations.
2 points and a foul. A bucket and a foul, right? And then we proceeded to go 0-14 on the year. The last game of the season at halftime, I don't know what happened. We looked up and we were winning. It was the first time we ever had a lead. It was the last game of the year as halftime. And someone was like, holy shit, we're fucking winning. And we looked up and it was like 18-16 or something. And we lost. So they proceed to have the awards dinner. Well, you know, everyone like goes, all the teams. It's like, it's the sports dinner. So like they're doing all the awards for varsity JV across all the platforms. And they insisted on doing it. So I was the MVP. I was the MVP of the team.
Because you scored the only 3 points.
I had 16 points on the season. 14 games, 16 points. I had to get up in front of everyone at the buffet and take the trophy that said Sal Vulcano MVP JV, you know, 1990, whatever it was. And I was like, thank you. You know, like we were 0-4. I had 16 fucking points. I have that trophy right now in my den on my mantle.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
16 points on the season.
This episode is brought to you by Happy Dad Hard Seltzer. Most hard beverages overcomplicate everything. Happy Dad keeps it simple. Low carbonation, gluten-free, and only 100 calories in every can. Barbecues, golf rounds, hanging by the pool, chilling after work, Happy Dad is perfect for whatever you're up to. Everyone is drinking all these skinny cans loaded with sugar, but Happy Dad only has 1 gram of sugar in a normal can. You can grab a variety pack featuring lemon lime, watermelon, pineapple, and wild cherry. And don't sleep on the grape collab with Death Row Records. It's a fan favorite for a reason. Happy Dad is now available nationwide in the USA and Canada. Go to your local liquor store or visit happydad.com. For a limited time, use the code Rogan to buy 1 Happy Dad trucker hat and get 1 free. Enjoy a cold Happy Dad. Must be 21 plus. Please drink responsibly. Happy Dad Hard Seltzer NT Malt Alcohol, Orange County, California. Boy, that'll teach you a sense of humor.
Yeah, I mean, right away I was just
44
like,
zip in your face by grown-ups.
Yeah,
like,
zip.
Jesus.
I mean, like going like that.
What kind of sportsmanship is that?
There was none there that day. There was none there that day.
There's something to be said for that. There's something to be said for that.
We had no business being out there. I can only imagine what it looked like.
Like if they want their kids to be pros, you know,
Yeah.
if they want their kids to really dominate, you gotta really encourage the shit out of them.
Yeah.
You know, and for a lot of people, look, if you got a kid that's 6 feet tall already, and
Yeah.
you know he's fucking 14, and he's really good already at basketball, you're like, we might get rich.
Yeah.
You know, this is
Yeah.
like a shot.
Yeah, it's true.
Fuck
it's
yeah,
like
it's a giant shot.
their own farm system.
I mean, if a kid can make it
Yeah.
in professional sports, oh my God, you know, it's your kid, and if you're lower income people, and you know
Oh, God,
you have a
yeah.
kid and your family's really into sports.
It's a hope. It's a way out.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, it's like one of the
It's a lot
rare
of pressure.
things.
It's a lot of pressure on those kids.
Oh my God, I could imagine.
We didn't have uniforms, our team. Every other
No
team
uniforms.
had uniforms. No, we wore our gym uniforms, which
That's
was
hilarious.
Which was like, you know, like the short shorts and like just the t-shirt and stuff.
That's hilarious.
And me, I was like I tucked mine in. My socks were up to my knees, that kind of
Perfect.
thing. Yeah,
Perfect.
I
Sounds
have
like a
the
good
team
movie.
picture
You should
somewhere.
pitch it.
Yeah, it's My Little Giants or whatever. There's no win at the end though.
It doesn't have
we
to be.
failed miserably.
You don't have to win.
You know how
For it
hard
to be
it
a
was
good
to
movie?
accept that trophy? It was hard.
Yeah.
But now it's like great. It's like I have the trophy and I never did it on stage. I should maybe work that into
It's a
bit.
good setup for being a comedian.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of like humility. It's
Yeah.
like, it humbles you.
Yeah.
It's a good setup. Like, you got to realize,
Yeah.
we're not all created equal.
Yeah.
That's a crock of shit, man.
I'm funnier than any one of those kids, I'll tell you that
There
much.
you go. Well, like the idea that everyone's created equal physically that's a hilarious idea. You haven't met any extreme athletes. There's people out there that are they're different than all of us. just it's not fair. That's
Yeah.
just how the universe works. Some people's great grandparents were fucking Vikings.
Yeah.
Like for real
Yeah.
Vikings.
I've been trying to like figure out what else to do. Like I need some type of outlet because it's like I haven't been doing
Why don't you take up a sport?
anything. Well, so another thing that happened to me, this was the weirdest thing ever. I was like, it just popped into my head. I don't know why. I was like, I think I want to learn how to sail. What I think I might have meant maybe is like I want to learn how to drive a boat. But like I was like, I think I want to learn how to sail. And so I was telling this to my wife, and then like just same thing as the trainer, like like a few days later, it was like 4 days later, I was at music class with my daughter, and one of the dads was there with his daughter, and I was inviting him to go somewhere, like a group activity, and he was like, I'd love to, but I can't. I teach sailing that day.
Wow.
And I was like, are you serious? He's like, yeah. I was like,
And you were already thinking about it.
4 days ago, I said to my wife, I want to learn how to sail. He goes, let's go.
Do you think that you have the ability to manifest things like that in your life? Do you ever wonder?
I don't think, I don't.
There are people that believe that. There are people that believe that the way your consciousness interacts with the universe is what makes things happen.
Fucking,
that
let's
things
go.
don't happen exactly as randomly as we want to believe that they do. But there are things that you do where you put energy out there.
I'd like to
and
believe it.
There's a lot of examples of it. It's a weird one to believe in because I feel like it's an element to life. And the problem is people are always looking for it to be the element, like the thing. Like, do you remember that movie, The Secret?
Yeah.
So during that time, a lot of people, unfortunately, got convinced that they could wish their life into existence.
Yeah, to get like a board.
Yeah, vision board and all that stuff. I think that is a part of things. That putting something into your head is a part of things. But I don't think it's the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I think if you think of it as the primary thing instead of thinking of it as the whole thing as all these different pieces. Like if you want to get healthy, you have to eat well, you have to take vitamins, you have to exercise, you have to sleep, you have to drink plenty of water, you have to cut out all the bad stuff like alcohol. So there's a lot of elements. It's not just work out, right? There's a lot of elements. And I think that's the thing with like manifesting stuff. I don't think it's entirely bullshit. I think there's something to it.
I mean, look, you start lining all your ducks in a row. Eventually, something's going to be cohesive. But the thing of it, like me running into a guy
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's like, what's that?
That's what I'm saying. The sailing and the fitness training.
Yeah.
Like right when you're putting it out there, there's a lot of people that believe this, that believe that what we think of as physical reality, just being static and locked down, it's not really the case, and that there's a strange dance between consciousness and physical reality that we're not totally aware of.
Yeah.
And that we don't really have the senses to like be able to measure it, to somehow or another quantify it and put it on a scale. Like what percentage of how your life goes depends on what kind of energy you put out there.
Energy's big.
That's why I'm always very particular about who I hang out with. Because people think it's no big deal to hang out with idiots. But the problem is you're absorbing their energy.
Yeah, man.
And instead of hanging out with really cool people and you absorb their energy and everybody like gets out of there feeling fucking great.
Yeah.
What a good time.
They just suck the energy.
They suck it and they make it about them and they get negative and they're fucking passive aggressive and weird or whatever it is. It's like, I don't want to deal with him anymore, man.
Yeah. You eventually shed those people.
You should because they are energy.
Yeah.
It's like you can... And I think how you feel personally, like how your life is going, has a giant effect on how your life can go because you're thinking in a positive way. Like you're in the right groove, you're in the right vibration.
Yeah.
If you want to get real hippie, you want to get all crystally. But there's something to it. It's not everything. It's not the whole thing. I don't think it should be dismissed because I think there's a reality to it. Because there's too many times. Like, how many times have you ever run into a fucking trainer? When the guy's telling you you're a trainer?
None.
Fucking never, right? How
The
many times
sailing one blew me away.
Yeah. How many times have you ever run into someone who teaches
And I took it.
sailing?
I went sailing the other day. Took my first one in New York Harbor, man.
Wow.
It was crazy.
My parents
awesome.
lived on a sailboat for like 2 years. Might have been more. Might have been a little more. Yeah. Yeah, they just started.
Before you were born?
No. When I was already a grown man.
Oh, okay.
Like right when I started getting on TV and I started making some loot. I helped them get this sailboat, and they got a sailboat, and they just
They
lived
already
on-
sailed.
No, they learned how to sail and did it.
Whoa, 'cause
Yeah.
it's not easy, by the way.
Gangster move. Yeah, and they were like living down like in the Bahamas and shit. That's living off of a sailboat for like a few
what
years.
kind of parents you got? My parents. This is a foreign idea to me.
Yeah, they took this chance. They just decided like to let's see.
They lived on it.
Oh yeah, with a cat too. With our cat that we had when we were kids. The cat was on the boat with them.
This is fascinating.
Yeah, they were. They took. Well, they're still alive. I shouldn't say they were. They are. They like to live life, and so
Did
they
you
wanted
go
to take a
visit them on
chance.
the boat?
I did. Yeah. I visited them on the boat. Yeah, it was fun. I didn't visit them in the Bahamas. I visited them when they had it out here. Oh, they had it in America. But it was interesting because, like, to be able to do that, that's a crazy skill. And they had to weather some storms. Like, they had to get docked up during a storm. My stepdad had to go out to someone else's boat because it wasn't tied down. And he had to tie this dude's boat down in the middle of a fucking storm.
Yeah, that's like
life risking.
Yeah, life
shit.
risking,
dangerous
stuff.
shit.
Yeah,
yeah. They did it for a couple years. My mom was like, "We're done."
What was the life before that? Like, was it just standard?
No, yeah, he's an architect, and you know,
because that is a bold choice.
Yeah, it was a crazy choice.
Not even to just learn, because it's like I'm going to live on this sailboat. I'm going to go live in a tropical environment. I'm going to learn how to sail.
I think they just, you know, people don't like work, man. Like a regular job, like work sucks. And if you and you get to a certain point in your life when your kids have left the house and you're like, this is life. This isn't like preparing for something.
Yeah.
This is life.
Right.
I'm not preparing for life right now. So I don't want to do this.
Right.
I don't like doing this. Let's just do something else while we can.
Yeah, because like when you're out on a boat, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It
There's
has a
nothing
way
else
of
going
really
on.
centering you.
It's like being in the mountains, like, or, you know, being in nature. When you're in nature, you go to the woods, like, okay, this is the only thing that matters. Like, this existence.
I like that because I didn't grow up with that, and it's not common for me, and it's like the one thing that really resonates with me as far as like shutting my brain off and things like that.
Oh yeah, the ocean. There's a reason why all those rich folks live like right on the ocean. They're not stupid.
Yeah. So,
I rented a house once in Malibu. We were getting our kitchen redone in California, and we couldn't stay in the house. And so for like 4 months, we rented a house. And we rented this house like on the water. And you wake up and you sit in the patio, and it's these sliding glass doors, and you're literally right above the ocean. So you see nothing but this little balcony and then water. And you're like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Now I wonder why these people live right next to each other in a $20 million house. Like,
yeah.
Because I was like, who the fuck wants to buy a house with no yard? You're jammed up next to your neighbors. That's stupid. And then I got there one morning drinking coffee, sitting there by myself, smoking a joint. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's like biological.
I get it.
It's like you can't.
I get it.
Yeah.
I go, oh, yeah, I get it. I see what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is better. This is like you're watching a show and a work of art at the same time while you're taking in sunshine and fresh, clean air from the ocean.
Yeah.
But here's the fucker. The difference between the water in the day and the water in the night is huge. The water in the day is beautiful. It's blue, and you see dolphins, and you see seagulls everywhere. It's incredible. It's food for the soul. At night, it's a black monster.
Yeah, man.
At night, when you realize, especially me, because, you know, I'm probably a little high at the time, and I'm looking out that water.
Abyss.
And I'm like, there is billions and trillions of gallons of water out there, and no one can control it. Right. And all it takes is the earth just having this one little shift of the tectonic plates, and a fucking wave is coming, and you're right on the edge. And I sleep like a log.
Yeah.
You know, like
if a tsunami's coming, you're done.
Yeah, look at this one getting swept away.
This
is the Outer Banks. Yeah. Yeah, and this ain't even a tsunami. This is just a house.
Yeah, that's tough, man.
There's a video of this guy walking his dog in Russia, and it's real recent. And there was a tsunami. There was a giant warning. They knew it was going to happen because there was a huge earthquake off the coast. Yeah. And so they knew it was coming. So this guy is way up on this cliffside. Watch this. Look how high he is. See how high he is?
Yeah.
Where
water, is he? Oh, he's
in Russia.
That's him taking the video.
Yeah. So he's taking this video, and he's with his dog. It's kind of cool when you hear his voice too. It's like whoa. So look how high he was, right? And look at this water coming in. Oh, dude, it gets all the way over the top.
No.
Oh yeah.
No.
Look at the dog. The dog's almost. Dog doesn't know it almost died. This silly dog is just sitting there. It keeps going. Bro, this is bananas.
That's horrifying.
Look how high it gets.
Yeah.
And he's now at this point in time, he's realizing like, oh shit, look, it gets over the top. It crests over the top of the fucking hill.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like 100 feet.
Yeah. That's insane. Yeah, you've seen The Perfect Storm, right?
But that's what happens at night.
Yeah.
When you're sitting there at night, you can't sleep because you're like, what am I doing? Why would I sleep here? This is so stupid.
It's weird how it flips like that.
Just all you have to do is just be real. Like in the day, you're not real. It's like, oh, the sun is giving me vitamin D. It's like, and at night, it's like, no. This is just water, an immense amount of water that no one is in control of.
Yeah.
Get out of here. I was like,
you
get
ever
the
scuba
fuck out of
dive?
here. No.
No?
No. That's their world. That's their world, dude. This is an ad by BetterHelp. We have a lot of big holidays coming up, but before you start preparing for trick-or-treaters or make plans for travel for Thanksgiving, there's one other big day you should focus on: World Mental Health Day. It's October 10th. And if you don't know already, it's a great day to send some love to therapists. Maybe a therapist has made a positive impact on you or someone you love. Therapists listen, ask the right questions, and help someone move forward. They can help you if there's something keeping you up at night. If you're looking for a safe space, BetterHelp is a good place to start. They've spent the past decade helping people connect with the right professional therapist. And based on the millions of highly rated reviews, it's safe to say they do a great job. BetterHelp does most of the work for you, too. All you have to do is fill out a quick questionnaire. This World Mental Health Day, we're celebrating the therapists who've helped millions of people take a step forward. If you're ready to find the right therapist for you, BetterHelp can help you start that journey. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/JRE. That's betterhelp.com/JRE.
I did it. I did it on a trip in the Cayman Islands, and I always wanted to do it, so I was psyched to do it. And I did one time prior to that in a pool, so I was like, all right, I kind of whatever. And I almost couldn't go through with it because like the initial descent, they have to put weights on you.
Oh boy.
And it just goes against everything your
course.
body feels.
Yeah. Your body's like, no.
Yeah, and they say like, try to breathe measured. If you breathe a lot, you run out of air faster.
Oh, fun.
Right? So it's like, yeah, just hearing the fact, you run out of air.
Is the tank the meter based on how much air is in or how much time? Like how much you've been breathing? Like could you fuck up and breathe too much?
Yes.
And it wouldn't say E yet?
No. I mean, I had the
You would
little
know.
dial.
So it'll show you.
Yeah, and I was with someone. I was not,
Okay.
but still, by the way, it doesn't matter, by the way. So it's like, I couldn't get down. I'm claustrophobic. And so I think that played into it, but like, you have to start, you have to overcome the sensation that you're maybe drowning or being suffocated. Like,
Right.
you go down and the weights start to pull you down and you adjust to breathing through here, but then that's it. Like, and if you want to like talk or it's like, you don't feel comfortable and you just want out, you can't just get out. And once you go down 30 feet or so, you have to like, you can't just shoot up either. You have to go up like slowly, obviously.
Right.
I mean, it's not
Otherwise
only
you
30
get
feet
the-
is the bends, but like, that whole thing. And so I thought
Is
I
it
was
30 feet where you get the bends? Is that
no,
where you get
I
it?
only went 30 feet. I think that's like very simple stuff, but I still don't think
It's
you could
like real
just shoot
deep,
up.
Right. You
It's
have to
deeper
do it
than
slowly.
that. Yeah. But
Which is crazy. You get too much nitrogen in your blood and you're fucked.
it's fucked up, right?
That's crazy.
And I got
That's their world, bro. That's not
It's
your
their
world.
world. I
That's
know.
their world.
Well, it was 30 feet down. It was still kind of my world.
That's far.
Yeah.
That's far.
Yeah, but
if you're out of breath,
I can still see our world. You know what
but
I mean?
if you're
Like-
out of breath and you got to get to that 30
Yeah.
feet and you're exhausted and out
Yeah.
of breath, that's fucking terrifying.
Yeah. Well, it was me and my friend, and that was it. It was an instructor. No one else showed up. It was his birthday. I was taking him for his birthday, right? So they like tell you some things. They're like, all right, I'm going to go down there with you and like telling you signals and stuff. Like if I do this or if I do, whatever the signals were. And I'm like, all right, I'm trying to like remember these goddamn signals, especially like if I need to communicate something.
Yeah, there should be a test.
Yeah, there wasn't. So we go down. I finally overcome it, and I get down there. And like once I got down there and calmed down, I had moments where I was a little panicky again. But like in the moments where I was calm, I was like, all right, I'm going slow. I'm breathing slow. This is cool. And you just kind of start exploring. And there were these big, like I guess Oscars, these big fish, like the size, like literally the size of almost my body, like 5 or 6 of them together, just there. But they weren't like, they couldn't harm you. But like just the sheer size of them was like, I'll stay away from
crazy.
them. But then this instructor starts swimming forward, and then my friend is behind her, and I'm behind him. And at one point, like I'm not good with the
paddles.
No, the flippers.
Flippers.
Is that flippers?
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Some people are just good with them, but like it's kind of like it's weird. It's an unnatural feeling. So I'm not good with them, and I got this fucking tank on me, and everything's tight, and it's like, and I'm trying to use the flippers, and I'm not really catching. Like I'm kind of falling behind a little bit. I'm not really doing it great, and then I start to try to do it faster, but then that like spins me a little bit. So now I'm spinning down there, and I'm trying to kick out of it, and I like want to communicate to the instructor, and she's in front of my friend swimming forward, and my friend's, I'm looking at his ass. I'm just like waving my hands, like
that seems
I need help.
Wildly irresponsible.
Yeah, like I don't think she should have led like that. And when she was, I would say she was probably 20 feet or ahead of me, swimming forward. And so at that one
That's how
point
people
too,
die.
I was like, this is not like this is crazy. She doesn't. I can't get help if I need help right
And
now.
you're panicking.
I did. I panicked. I started breathing heavy.
Of course.
And I had to like literally just bring myself back down.
Let me ask you this. So they don't give you any like tests to make sure that you're good at scuba diving?
Yeah, we went in the water first.
Right.
And like in the shallow area.
Okay.
And like we did like some exercises and drills or whatever, and they explained the signs and what's gonna happen.
Did you tell her you're claustrophobic?
I don't think I did.
When you say you're claustrophobic, like, are you self-diagnosed, or did you go
Self.
to a mental hospital?
Self.
You went crazy.
But
No?
but if
where do you get that from?
where do I think?
Yeah,
why do
you
I think I
you're
have it?
claustrophobic? What makes you?
Because I've been in scenarios in confined small spaces where I couldn't get out or I didn't have a lot of mobility, and I literally had a panic, like we have a panic attack. Like my heart starts beating out my chest. I feel like I can't breathe.
So it's like an anxiety of being confined to a small space.
Yeah, like when I was I did an MRI.
Oh.
That was like
That's very claustrophobic.
I started beating out of my chest, and there was one time on a plane a long time. I don't like to fly either, so that combined with like I was in a row, like a really tight row, like just crammed in, and I don't know. It's happened a few times in my life where, or in the back row of like a van where like it was closed in, like, and I couldn't anywhere where I can't get right out. And one time I was in a stretcher, and they like lock you, like they strap you in. That I can't take that. I can't take it.
What happened to you? You had to get stretched?
I was in a car accident. Yeah, I was fine. I was okay.
But they just precautionary put you in a stretcher?
I was to tell you the truth, I was driving, and a guy ran a stop sign and like plowed fast and plowed into me. I was a teenager, and my best friend was driving behind me, so he watched it happen. So he called right away. But I guess I kind of I don't remember. I got hit, and then I remember my girlfriend at the time crying. And I remember talking to her, but I have no vision. I just hear the words. And I remember like I was hugging her and I could feel her tears. And then the next thing I remember in my mind was that I was in a stretcher on the floor, and I woke up and like the ambulance was there and everything was there. That's the next thing I remember. But I'm telling this guy, I'm in this fucking thing, and he has me on the floor behind the ambulance, and I'm right by the exhaust pipe.
Oh my God.
I'm just laying on and the thing's like just right by I'm like, can somebody fucking move me away from the exhaust pipe?
That's hilarious.
But I couldn't, when I'm held down like that and confined and I can't move, it's like, I don't know, I just feel like I can't breathe.
Right.
I start to freak out. My mom has it, so I don't know if it's
I just wonder what the difference between that and general anxiety is. Because if you have general anxiety, I would imagine you would get claustrophobic too.
So maybe that's what it is. Well, I'm just telling you what I feel in confined spaces.
Oh, the reason why I'm asking is because I think we have, I think we have genetic memory of bad stuff. I think that's why some people are allergic or terrified of snakes. Some people like there's a real thing, ophidiophobia or arachnophobia. See spider.
Sure.
Some people like they go into a hot panic. It's different than anything else.
Right.
And I think there's something like in the genes from millions of years of evolution where someone down the line died or almost died because of one of these fucking spiders or one of these snakes, or you saw someone get killed by a snake, and you see them and you fucking lock up.
How do you explain the phobia of clowns?
I mean, John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah,
there's a bunch
somewhere along the line.
You can't see their real face.
Yeah,
it's scary.
Yeah,
it's scary to not be able to see someone's real face.
Yeah,
which was like one of the most fucked up things we did to kids during the pandemic is make everybody wear masks. Because kids are in school and they're not getting facial expressions.
Right.
They're not getting them from teachers. They're not getting them from their classmates. It's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird. That's not good for human development.
Yeah, that
But
was the norm.
There's
for a while.
something, especially as kids, we don't like if we can't figure your face out. I can't see your whole face. You're wearing paint, so I'm not getting
It's
the right
weird.
signals. You got a
Yeah.
rubber nose on. You got weird fucking crazy hair. I'm like, I don't know if you're cool or not cool.
Right.
Right? If you're a regular guy, and I can tell if you're creepy. I can tell, like, this guy's got weird energy. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
But a clown's like, hello, boys and girls.
Yeah.
You're allowed to act like in this weird, silly
Yeah,
way.
clown could be right on the line, whether
clown-
it's demonic or
Full-on demonic psychopath that you could hide as a clown. And you could hide with that language, that clown language.
Right.
Hi, boys and girls. Would you like to see a trick? Meanwhile, you're thinking about cutting that kid up in your basement.
yeah.
You know? And those are real human beings.
Yeah. Do you remember when clowns, like, for a minute were, like, in the news everywhere because there was, like, a trend that clowns were terrorizing towns? It was, like, 5 years, like, maybe less than 10 years ago.
No.
Oh, my God. So where I'm from in Staten Island, we had the Staten Island clown.
Oh, no.
And there was a clown just showing up in public spaces and events, just watching people, and then, like, recessing like back into the night, and it would make appearances. It started making the papers.
I do remember that.
Oh, it's wild. And
Was it around the time that It came out, though?
I don't think it was It.
But the book.
Maybe it was Terrifier.
Oh, that late.
Yeah. It was
So
like,
what year was this?
I think it was like, I would say I would put it at 10 years. maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, it was 2016.
Okay.
Yeah. But then other places, like other people started
Copycats.
doing it, and
Yeah.
then it was like clowns with, and that was kind of fun actually, though.
I do remember that.
I like that. I like that. I like the idea that there might be a clown that would go out one night and be like, because it almost felt like our version of Summer of Sam or something like that. People like, if you're going out tonight, look out for the clowns.
It is weird that like there's always been throughout history. There's Jack the Ripper. There's always been these people in Austin. They say there's a guy who strangles.
They don't know who Jack the Ripper is, right?
I feel like there's some new, but there's always like a story. New evidence reveals the true identity of Jack the Ripper. You never know what's just clickbait bullshit, and you click on it, some nonsense website that tells you they found Jack the Ripper. So you're not going to get me every time.
I just clicked on something that said that Christian Bale was Banksy.
Nah.
There was an article that said,
Well, he's an amazing actor. That guy can do anything.
It can't. It's bullshit. But I
It
was
would be
like,
fun if it was.
Yeah.
He's an interesting dude. You know, he drives like a 1983 Toyota Tundra or a 93.
Really? Why?
Not even a Tundra, a Tacoma. He's a weird dude. Just like, this is all I need. I drive this. He's got a regular Toyota pickup truck. I shouldn't have like doxed him. Now people are going to be looking. Yeah, look at him.
No, yeah, he's got this.
Dude, he's
No,
Banksy.
everybody
You're
knows.
not going to find
He's got a
him.
Tundra. I mean,
Banksy
this.
thing was April Fool's.
What's that?
Banksy thing was April Fool's.
Oh, was it?
The
was
Banksy
it?
thing. where
Someone
they
sent me a
saying-
link. I didn't even know.
I wouldn't be shocked if it was, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
as good as that guy is, he could kind of do whatever he wants. You know, when you
Yeah.
get to like that level of actor, those are like weird, exceptional humans. They don't come along that often.
Yeah.
You know, the Gary Oldmans, the Daniel Day-Lewises. There's these people that like become another person.
Yeah.
Those weirdos, they could do whatever they want. If he wanted to be Banksy, I would go, okay, yeah, it's not like
Yeah.
Banksy's making Mona Lisas everywhere. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
It's just like, they're playing with different rules.
Yeah.
I think. But I remember I was disappointed when I found out it was him because, like, you know, it's like, I don't know. I want it to be mysterious.
It's kind of amazing that nobody knows who Banksy is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really weird, actually.
Did you see that doc that Exit Through the Gift Shop?
I didn't.
It's pretty interesting. It's like it follows other artists. His name's like Mr. He has a moniker that he goes by, and the people thought that he was Banksy, and so like it spends the whole thing like following him, but it turns out he's not. But it was a fun watch. But it was like it's just wild to me that after all this time, in the age we're living in now, nothing has gotten like everyone like. How many people know who he is? Like, you know, how close to the vest is his identity?
Well, he would have to be a truly brilliant person.
Is
to
it
keep
more
it
than one
together
person?
that would be likely.
Right.
But even then, you know, like, fuck it, I'm coming out with this. You guys are assholes.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
right,
you know,
right,
like there'll
right.
be one guy in the band that decides to leave.
It's gotta come
Or
out.
his girlfriend, you should go to the press. You could get a lot of money if you go to the press. It's going to come out eventually. Just come out. Listen, sell your story before they don't want to buy your story. We need the money. Like, oh, Should I do this?
I didn't know you did voices.
I did that one.
That's a good one. That was pretty good. If I close my eyes, that was good.
Sell it. Sell it.
No, I don't do
Mark,
voices.
it's $65,000. Do you have $65,000? You don't. But it's going to be worth nothing.
The next thing you know, the band's breaking up.
That's funny, dude.
That always happens.
I went to I was invited to this brunch in England, and it was a guy. He was a descendant of who's the guy where it's like when you want to fuck when you're like when you're thinking about your mom. Who's that guy? The
What
Jesus
are you talking
Christ.
about?
Yeah, I know.
What are you saying?
I'm literally having a stroke.
I have no idea what you're
I
saying.
know. All right, so
Jamie, do you know what he's saying?
He needed a couple more words. He wasn't getting to it.
yeah,
When you think of your mom, that guy.
who's
he's
the
wearing
guy?
something.
It's like what's it called? Freud.
Oh,
Freud.
Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
there you go.
Sigmund Freud.
Yeah, so I think he's a
I didn't
descendant.
know you were talking about like a
Was nowhere
baseball
close to
player.
that, yeah. I was like,
Freud
what
is like
actor?
his. I think Freud is like his like great grandfather or something, and then he also married into like it's the biggest market like publication in the biggest like media company conglomerate in overseas. Whatever, I forget his name. He's super rich, famous family that married
Okay.
into another super rich, famous family.
Right.
Freud family, and then like whoever this one is. Anyway, I'm at this person's house. Okay, long story short, I don't remember how I got invited there. I think his
Where is it?
It's it was somewhere in outside of London, and it was unassuming because we walked through row houses through an alley to get to their property. And I think the daughter of this, I feel bad that I'm forgetting their name because they were gracious hosts, but I did. The daughter, I think, was a fan of ours or something, and somehow got in touch, and we got invited there. It was a weird, wild thing. So I find myself at this place. I didn't know anyone, and I get there, and like it was a weird collection of people there. Apparently, this guy hosts a brunch forever. He's like known for it, and he has a lot of friends and a lot of celebrity friends, and so there was celebrities and stuff there at this brunch. It was really cool. Walk in, there was all food trucks and stuff, and get into their house. And at the time, Woody Harrelson was filming a movie in London, and it was crazy. It was a live movie in one shot. They rehearsed for this movie for months and months and months, and then a live stream into theaters. And he acted live, and the entire thing was one shot. It was like 90 minutes long.
Whoa.
Yeah, I can't believe it didn't get more press just from the nature of that.
That's insane.
But yeah.
Wow.
So he was out there for that, and so he was at this brunch, and I think Owen Wilson was also at this brunch.
How did I forget about this?
Do you recall it now?
I'm kind of recalling hearing about it now.
Yeah, it was.
But it didn't get any love.
No, but I went and saw it, and it was really fucking cool. So there's a lot of different people there. Liv Tyler, like it's just the guys from Oasis. There was just a collection of people there, and I found myself. They had a little bomb, like a escape, not escape room. What do you call it? Safe room. Mm-hmm. And the safe room was just converted. It had a ping pong table in it. I went downstairs. I walk into the safe room, and Woody Harrelson and Owen Wilson are playing ping pong down there. And it was them two, a cat, and me, and I just watched them play ping pong. I don't know them, but wait, I'm getting to this. Oh, so anyway, they had Banksies, like they had a fucking. Man, I think I need to take a supplement for I need to get some ginkgo biloba in me. Who's the artist with Picasso? They had a Picasso. I'm like, who's the guy who puts like an eye over here?
The guy with no ear? No, that's Van Gogh.
Yeah, they had Banksy's like just in the house, like up like that. Like, wow,
Oh, weird.
that's probably. I mean, that's
$1 million.
yeah, probably,
Yeah,
right?
probably.
At least.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how much they are, but I was like, oh wow, that's like
went
your
over-
own personal Banksy.
I went over to an agent's house once in Aspen, and this is like a long time ago. And we were there they used to have the Aspen Comedy Festival. And I was over his house, and I was like, oh, did his kid make this? There's like this painting on the wall. And they're like, no, that's Chris Babajvava.
Yeah.
I go, he paid for that? It looked like tissue.
No
I'm just
fucking-
saying
yeah.
this to another agent.
Yeah,
So it's me and this other
yeah,
agent
yeah.
just shooting the shit over a couple of cocktails.
it's
We're
crazy.
laughing.
Yeah.
But I'm like, for real? And he goes, yeah, that's worth like $35,000. I'm like,
Yeah, that's
there's
fucking-
no way that is. It's
I
like
know.
a kid did that.
That's
It
nuts.
was like pieces of tissue paper glued with some paint splattered on it.
It's nuts.
I was like, what is this? Do you know the origins of that stuff? They
Of
think
what?
it was a CIA psyop.
For what?
Modern art like that.
Come on.
Yes. Yeah. There's some evidence that points to the CIA.
Like when they just nail a banana to the wall or something.
Yeah, a
It's-
little bit of that, but a little bit of like Jackson Pollock.
So yeah,
Like
I was
the
gonna,
splatter
I was going to
shit.
bring up Pollock because Stern did that. Did you ever see when Howard did that? He was like, I can make a Jackson Pollock and you won't know the difference. And he did it on a show. He did it and he put it next to each other and nobody knew the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what they think is we couldn't compete during the Cold War with the classical artists of Russia. Like there's some incredible painters in Russia at the time, and I'm sure there are now. But we didn't have a similar level. We didn't have a Da Vinci over here. We didn't have someone who could do what they were doing. And so the CIA came up with a plot to popularize nonsense art and make it like really huge and make all these investors want to spend money buying like nonsense art. And apparently I never would have considered that until I paid attention to all the other shit that they've done over the last, X amount of decades. And I was like, I think that's true. Because it doesn't make sense to me that stuff would just emerge and all of a sudden be worth millions of dollars. And someone wouldn't figure out exactly what Howard Stern figured out, that I can make this on my own.
Right.
And you could just say it's a Pollock. This is Jackson Pollock. And no one would know. Like, what
Yeah.
are we talking about then? We're talking about something that anybody can do. If you look at the Mona Lisa, you're like, well, I can't do that.
Right.
You look at, there's a million paintings. You look at it, like, especially today, there's something about the level that people are at today where they're making, like, photograph realistic paintings.
Yeah.
Photo-realistic paintings. Like, that are above and beyond anyone's ever accomplished in the history of art. But because it looks so realistic, people don't even seem to care. Modern art was the CIA weapon. Spy agency used unwitting artists such as Pollock and de Kooning in a cultural Cold War. Isn't that wild? So scroll up to the thing. This is from The Independent. Oh, you have to support?
No, that's there, I guess.
Oh, okay. So the connections are probable. There's a period in the 1950s and 1960s when the great majority of Americans disliked or even despised modern art. President Truman summed up the popular view when he said, if that's art, then I'm a Hottentot. I don't know what that means.
Hottentot?
Hottentot? What's a Hottentot?
I don't know, but I'll tell you right now, I'm starting to use that word.
A Hottentot. Jamie, Google that word. What is that word?
Never heard
what's
it.
a Hottentot?
Sounds
Throw
like a
that into
candy.
perplexity.
Sounds like a candy. Like
What
a Mike
is
and Ike.
a Hottentot? T-O-T. What's a Hottentot? Outdated and offensive term historically used by Europeans to refer to, I don't know how to say that word, Khoekhoe, an indigenous group of
It's a
nomadic
slur.
pastoralists from South Africa. Jesus Christ.
All right, we're not going to
The
use it.
president was using that. You want to talk about the world being different? The president was using a slur.
Oh, my God.
As for the artists themselves, many were ex-communists and barely acceptable in the America of the McCarthyite era, and certainly not the sort of people normally likely to receive U.S. government backing. So why the CIA support them? Because in the propaganda war with Soviet Union, this new artistic movement could be held up as proof of the creativity, the intellectual freedom, and the cultural power of the U.S.-Russian art. Of the U.S., rather. Russian art, strapped into the communist ideological straitjacket, could not compete. Hilarious. So because their artists were better, we decided to come up with some nonsense art and make people think that was the shit, and it worked. It worked.
But are we saying that they found those artists and propped them up?
No, the
Or are we
artists
saying that
already
those
existed.
artists were
No, the artists already existed, but the CIA propped them up and pushed them out as being amazing. And they did it in an effective way. And look, if there are all these like super duper rich people are involved or closely connected to the CIA, all they would have to do is have art exhibits at their house and tell everybody how amazing this guy is
Yeah.
and how mind-blowing this piece is, and they'll all agree. They're
That's how
all
art
idiots.
works in a general sense now anyway. It's like there are people at the top that dictate a lot of this stuff. You know what I mean? That
Well, for sure, but there's also just talent. You know, if
Yes.
someone's really good, like all they have to have is an Instagram page. If they're really talented.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying the art world and the art as a commodity and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Like like the bottom can fall out at any time of that, just like anything else. It's like
I guess, but people always want art. But the thing is, like, what I'm getting at is nobody wanted that art.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it became worth millions. And
Yeah.
it became worth millions because of the CIA.
yeah, that's
They
wild.
mind fucked the American people into believing that terrible art is really good.
That's wild.
Wild.
Yeah. No, because I just read an article recently about like how art as investment, like there's been like a huge change where a lot of artists that were being pushed and were really hot by galleries and this and that, like just years ago, and selling at X amount, like their stuff's not worth anything right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I wonder why. Well, when the economy starts going, I would imagine that people stop buying art, right? Like luxury items, shit you don't need, art.
Yeah. It wasn't. I forget, but it wasn't. It wasn't economy based. It was like the trend, like the trend within that world or whatever. It's like it's always weird to me how people put a price tag on that stuff.
I was in, excuse me, I was in Venice recently, and we went to, I guess it's the Guggenheim Gallery, the Guggenheim Family Gallery. It's a house that's like, it's a gallery that's like on the water. You pull up in one of those little boats.
Yeah.
You get off and you're in the gallery, and it's like priceless art. It was one person's collection, so one super rich lady put together. I think is it called the Peggy Guggenheim in Venice? I might be making that up. But anyway, it's a lady, a
Yeah.
very wealthy lady who really loved art. Yep. Is that it? Ooh, what a memory. And she has this incredible collection where you're like, how much did she spend? Like, this is like $1 billion in art. It's nuts, man. What is that?
No, that's the front page of their website.
Oh, that's the front page. Oh, that's an exhibit that they have there. But it's all, there's some modern stuff, but there's a lot of like priceless shit.
Yeah.
Just unbelievable collection.
You collect
And so, like,
anything?
no,
Nothing.
no. I collect pool cues.
Yeah.
I like pool cues.
No
I
art
like
at all?
cars.
Nothing?
I have some art.
Yeah.
But I have friends that are artists. Well, this place is filled with art. Obviously.
well, I'm looking around,
So
yeah.
but like I think of my house very differently in this place. I definitely collect art.
Okay.
I love art for here, but for my house, I don't have anything.
Okay.
I don't collect anything.
I started.
But this is like I feel like the studio is a totally different thing. Like this is like, it's not my house. It's like a showcase. You know, like
Yeah.
I like to put cool stuff in here.
Yeah.
Like I would, if my house was like this, it's too chaotic. It's too weird.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. That's a creative space. It's cool. It's cool in here.
I have a few pieces at home from this guy, Greg Overton. He's a friend of mine, and he does Native American art that is just spectacular. He does these huge pieces, like this, like 8 foot by 6 foot, these
Yeah.
giant Native American faces that are just. I saw him for the first time. I was in Park City, just going through like the little town, and they had a gallery, and we were walking around. We're like, oh, let's go look at the gallery, and it was just like right away. I was like, whoa! Shit, pull up one of his photos. If you can pull up the one that I have. But I stare at that motherfucker every day.
Yeah,
But it's totally different. It's like I just think this was like. This is a very accurate representation of a real person that lived here 200 years ago. And like, what is that dude's life like?
Oh,
Like,
shit.
that one's on my wall.
God.
Yeah, how good is this guy?
Wow. What is that? Oil? What is it?
Oh, yeah,
mean?
it's oil paint. Yeah.
Wow.
Oil or acrylic or I don't know what exactly he uses, but it's painting.
So like realistic.
Oh, so well, it's just really good, man.
Wow.
That's one of the ones that I have, but I have another one. This dude who has white paint on his face and this crazy scar on his face. It's like his stuff is. First of all, the dude like loves. That's it. The one with above it with the feathers, the white one. Yeah, that's it. Make that a little bigger. That one I see when I'm walking down the hall every day.
Oh shit.
That's like the first thing I see in the morning is that motherfucker staring at me.
Wow.
Because
That's kind of powerful, dude.
it's so powerful.
Yeah.
I love that painting. Greg's a friend too, and he's a cool motherfucker. But that to me represents there was a real human that looked exactly like that walking around 200 years ago. had no idea what was going to happen to this country in just a short amount of time.
Yeah.
And this dude in, 1810 is just out here, lived his whole life out here like this.
Yeah, man.
Living under the stars, following the buffalo around. It's like there's something really powerful about knowing that people used to live like that recently.
Yeah.
So recent.
And now he hangs right by your powder room.
He's at the end of the hallway, right when I get up, on purpose. I want to walk towards him.
That's
see him in the morning.
serious. Like the stuff I've collected is a little bit more like vibrant, a little bit more like not so photorealistic and stuff. Like I was going to tell you, someone I thought you'd like is this artist Jordy Kerwick. As a piece of I found him on my own during the pandemic. I bought a piece of his art, and I really loved it. And then
what does he do? What kind of stuff?
I guess it's kind of like, his style has changed. I bought like a still piece that was like, but now he's moved into this really funky, cool, like lizard,
Whoa.
So
what is that?
This is some cool shit, right? Yeah.
Oh.
He's awesome.
He does sculptures
he's
too?
From Australia, I believe, but he lives in France. He does sculptures. Yeah, he blew up too, and he's the nicest guy. So like a couple of years, like a few years after I bought his piece, I saw him like something of mine on Instagram, and I was like, oh, because I zoomed with him before I bought it, I guess, just to talk about it for a minute, and I thought maybe he just followed me and knew who I was because I bought his art, but he didn't. He just knew me through comedy. And so I hit him up and I go, hey man, I saw you like something of mine. Like, I bought something from you, right? And he's like, I have no idea. No. And it's like, yeah, we zoomed. And he's like, no, I just am a fan. I'm like, dude, your stuff is amazing. And this guy was so nice. He ended up sending me more artwork. Like he shipped me more artwork of his, and it's like expensive. And he just was so generous. He sent me more stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
This guy's dope. Yeah.
That looks like Where the Wild Things Are. That's
How
so
fucking
cool
dope is that, right?
Very, very
His
cool
style
looking.
has changed so much too. And it's like, I want to get another piece. I'm like, part of me is like, I don't want to, if I'm going to spend, if I'm going to get it, I want to try to vary it up. But I like his stuff so much that I just kind of want to
Whoa.
He does weird shit too. Yeah.
That one's creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, art is awesome, man. It's like, it's got so few limitations. You could do whatever you want. You paint whatever you want, sculpt whatever you want, and you have that thing in your house and you get to stare at it and it gives you like a whole different sense of life.
Yeah.
Like somebody made that. So, this popped out of someone's imagination. My cough button is it still broken? Let's try it. Seems like it's working now.
When the whole thing's not out, it acts a little weird.
Oh, that's what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
How good are you with a bow and arrow?
Pretty good.
How good? Like,
I bow hunt.
right.
Yeah, I practice.
But I don't
every
really
day.
know every day.
Yeah, you have to.
All right. So if
I shouldn't say you have to every day, but you have to practice a lot. You have to be really accurate.
but like back in the day when they battled with bow and arrow, what skill level were those guys?
Oh, that's a totally different kind of archery.
Right.
So that kind of archery is...
How much of that was like letting it fly, and how much of it was like, I'm a sniper, I'm gonna like?
Oh no, they were good.
Yeah.
Guys are good. My friend Aaron Schneider, he's such a good bow hunter that he decided he wants to hunt with a recurve, like a regular bow for a while, because like
What's the difference?
it's way harder.
Okay.
Way harder to be accurate.
Like
But
a
this
Robin
guy-
Hood bow?
Yeah, Robin Hood bow. Like
Really?
a regular bow. Yeah, he killed everything with it. He killed bears, he killed deer, elk, everything. Well, he's like a professional hunter. He's like a world-class hunter, ex-military guy, got into hunting. He's a fucking beast.
Yeah.
And when bow hunting, which is one of the hardest things to do, becomes so easy that you want to pick up a regular bow and go shoot that shows you what type of human you're talking
Right,
about.
right.
But he can group like into like a softball-sized lump at 45 yards. He just fires them in with yeah, he's super accurate with that thing.
Oh, fuck.
But
So if
I
I-
tried once, I was on vacation and I'm like, I'm good with a bow and arrow. I know how to shoot a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
I do it all the time. I was hitting them in the ass, hitting them in the neck. I was hitting them all over the place. Not a human, not an animal, rather, a foam target.
Okay.
We were shooting recurve, and I was like, I'll be able to do it. It was like a thing that you do. You shot skeet. It was at an island resort. It was pretty fun. And then you shot skeet, and then you got to shoot these recurves, and I was like, oh, I got this. Bro, I was terrible. I didn't know.
Really?
It's a totally different technique.
Ah.
Yeah.
Didn't-
because
it didn't
you don't have a
carry over.
sight. It carried over a little. I mean, I hit the target, but there's no way I was accurate.
So if I gave chase, if I ran from you, and you had to get like, if I get like, could you take me out if I'm running around like a moving target? Like if
Well, it depends on how far away you are.
okay.
Because
So
So the arrow's going 279 feet a second.
A second.
A second.
So what's that in miles?
I don't know, but that's what when I look at my
That sounds like a-
rangefinder.
I'm just doing quick math, but I think that's 1 billion miles an hour.
I have to enter in my
What is
rangefinder.
that?
I enter in how fast the arrow's
Second.
going. Yeah, I enter in how fast the arrow's going, how much the arrow weighs, and it gives me like a very precise measurement of where my arrow is going to be at the top of its flight. So when I range something, I use a laser rangefinder. It's called a full draw. Loophole makes it. And when I click on the button, it gives me the distance. So it'll say like 53 yards, but it also gives me the height of my arrow because I've entered in the speed of my arrow and the weight of my arrow and the feet per second it goes.
So
it's
you're going from home
super
plate to center field in a second and a half.
It's so fast. It's like you barely keep your eyes on it.
See,
And
that's
then mine is not as fast as other guys. Like I have a friend of mine, my friend Josh Jones. He just put together a bow that I think goes 340 feet a second. But he's a big, tall guy. And when you're a taller person, you have a longer draw length and you'll get more speed out of the bow.
I can't wrap my head around
They're
that
so fast.
speed of a bow.
Dude, they're very fast.
Like I said, if you were at home, the way I'm thinking of it,
200 is 136. 340 is 232.
Wow.
232 miles an hour.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's a big increase.
That's insane.
It's so fast, dude.
That's the way I'm thinking of it. If you're at home plate, I'm at center field, and you shoot your arrow at me, I have a second,
Dude, he's
1
going-
second
his-
to move out of the way.
His arrow's going 231.82 miles an hour. That's bananas.
And there's people that karate chop those.
Not really. Not
No, I
those. You kind of see a regular.
I wish.
Okay, you got a longbow, which is probably the slowest, and then you have recurves. Recurves, I don't know if the Mongolians invented them or if the Mongols invented them, but the Mongols had the strongest known bows. They had bows that take 160 pounds to draw back. So much so that like some of their skeletons were disfigured
Wow.
because they had so much time pulling in one direction that their whole body was like contorted in that
Yeah.
shape.
Chiropractor would have cleaned up back then.
But those guys were, I don't think chiropractors were real, but those guys were super accurate. But you'd have to do it every day. If you do it every day, it's like a pitcher, right? Like if you ask me to throw a strike, who knows what's going to happen? I
Right.
might not even go near the plate. I don't throw a ball very often.
no,
But
not
if
since you
do it-
started doing
Yeah.
martial arts.
But I mean, the point is, like, even if you did, you'd have to do it over and over and over again to be able to throw a strike in a game
Sure.
against a real good batter, right?
Yeah.
That's what these guys are doing with bows and arrows.
Right.
They're getting to that point where it's just like throwing a ball. They know exactly how far it is, exactly where the arrow's going to go at that distance.
Science.
They have a feel because
Yeah.
they're doing it every day. But you have to do that every day. The kind of archery I do, you don't have to do it as much. You probably should do it every day. But mine is like I'm dialing this sight out to the exact yardage. I've got like a fiber optic pin that's sitting over the spot. Like I know exactly
it's
where it's going to be.
high-tech shit.
It's super high tech, yeah. And then you know exactly where the arrow's going to be at every spot of the way if you shoot it straight.
How long, because of all that, is it more about understanding it to be accurate, or is there also still like you have to be steady and everything? I mean, obviously
You have
right?
you have to just do it so much
Breathing.
that it becomes a part of you. It's like, you know, when you were playing basketball, I'm sure there were times when you're fucking around with your friends where you just hit a flow. You just hit a flow and you
Yeah,
start
that was
draining.
right around my 13th point.
But you know what I mean? When you're with your friends, not when
Game
you're getting
9.
your ass kicked by Dominicans, but when you're just hanging out with your boys, every now and then you'll catch a flow, right? Where you feel it and you just
Yeah, for
know
sure.
the ball. What everything else is like taking that and just doing it all day long until you can do it at any time you want.
Sure.
You're always in that flow.
So how long did it take you to feel like, oh, I know what I'm doing, or oh, I have a marked improvement right now?
It took years.
Years
of practice.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
So years of just like not hitting.
No, you always hit the target, but not consistently. So, you know, like I'd be in my backyard and I used to have a 45-yard target, and I was pretty good at 45 yards. I could get most of them in the spot that I wanted to hit.
Yeah.
But every now and then one would go left, one would go right. Now they're all going in there. Now 45 yards for me is like zip, 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 zip. I'll ruin arrows because I'm stacking them on top of each other. But if I go out to like 85 yards, then things spread out because then all of your movement is magnified. So the key is it's like any little variation, little twitch to the left or to the right over the course of 85 yards, it's going to vary 6 inches left or right maybe.
Right.
Whereas at 45 would just be like a little bit, and you would think you're still dead on. And it just magnifies all the flaws in your technique. So it's like you lose yourself in it because when you're at full draw, and I'm not even talking about bow hunting. I'm just talking about target archery. When you're at full draw and you're really trying to hit that target, you have no room for anything else. There's no room in your mind for your bills or an argument you had with a business partner or fucking tickets you haven't paid. There's no room. Just everything goes away. It cleans the mind because it requires all of your focus. Yeah. That's the best part of it. Everything after that, it just becomes like everything else. It becomes like a vehicle for you to like express yourself, whether it's learning how to play a guitar, it's shooting a bow, playing pool, playing basketball. It's like you're just finding a vehicle for you to express your spirit.
You ever let go of an arrow and like a bird? Like
no, that would be crazy.
Like Randy Jackson. You ever see Randy Jackson?
See that? That was nuts.
Bird
and that guy,
feathers.
That guy was a house. That guy threw heat.
He was like 7'1".
He was so big.
He really was. He was a gangly guy.
Fucking bird exploded.
Yeah,
it was perfect. It was like the universe threw us a bone, right? Like the universe like wants to see something fucked up.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
like every now and then the universe does that. Live TV.
You just continue.
Yeah.
There's feathers on the floor. Feathers.
Pull that video up, Jimmy.
It's like a Looney Tune
Bro, this
cartoon.
video's nuts. Boom!
Oh my God.
That video is
disintegrated.
nuts. That video is nuts. And he's a lefty too, son. Look at the slow-mo. That bird made.
Oh my God, dude.
What a mistake that bird made.
It's just crazy that it didn't just like kill the bird, but knocked every single feather loose.
You can just cook that thing.
Every single feather.
Put it right on the fire. It's pre-plucked.
It's like when you get into like an accident, like your shoes and socks come off. It's like every fucking feather went.
Oh my God.
You ever see when
there's something about lefties too.
Yeah.
I think lefties learn things better than righties. I know a lot of lefties that are like really good at shit. It seems like the lefties that are like really good, they're like exceptionally good. Weird, like oddly good.
Yeah.
I think seeing everybody do everything opposite and forcing your brain to adapt to this world where you're writing and you're smudging your paper all the time because you're writing the wrong way.
Yeah.
It's all weird, right?
Yeah.
And then you're seeing everybody's doing everything with their right hand and you're doing it with your left and you're supposed to, everything seems wrong to you. So by doing that, you have to like really think about your movements. So
yeah,
I think
but the left hand, it comes out early, right? It's like inherent. That movement is inherent. It's not like they're working at it.
Right.
So it's like, I don't know. Do they have to think about those things, or like is it just like come?
Oh, they definitely do.
Yeah,
because everything's reversed.
Yeah,
like if someone tries to teach you something, they have to teach you the opposite.
It is
way.
a right-handed person's game usually.
Like say if you're a boxing coach and you only fight orthodox, you've only fought orthodox your whole life, and then some kid comes in and he says, "I'm left-handed." And you have to decide, either you're going to teach this kid fucked up and teach him left hand first, which some people actually think is actually a benefit.
Right.
In fact, some great boxers actually fought, like Oscar de la Hoya fought dominant hand first. So there's a few guys that have done that, where they will, if they're right-handed guys, they'll put their right hand in front. But for the most part, you would want to teach that kid how to fight as a southpaw, which would mean you would have to reverse everything.
Right.
So if you don't know how to do it, if your technique is off and you're showing someone how to do something, like you're not really. So the kid's got to like learn things from his stance and watch you and just duplicate it, like mirror it from the other side.
Yeah.
And sometimes that just teaches you more about the movement itself because you think about it. Because one of the things they say if you really want to learn something. Say if you're like in a martial arts skill, if you have a dominant side, like if you're really good at throwing a kick with your right leg, if you throw it and practice it and get it better with your left leg, your right leg will improve as well.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't hear.
Yeah,
I never heard that. I feel like because you're kind of I could see how that
it gives
would
you a more
track.
comprehensive understanding of what you're doing. And they say that about pool too. Like I can't really play with my left hand. I can make like simple shots with my left hand, but there's guys that can just switch hands.
The
and play
ambidextrous
just as
people
good.
are like probably aliens.
Yeah.
Just equal both on both sides, like equal. They could do it without
There's this
even
crazy
thinking either which way
example
from the get.
in professional pool. There's this kid named John Mora, elite, like top of the food chain pro pool player. Hurts his shoulder, can't play right-handed anymore. Learns how to play left-handed and becomes world-class left-handed.
Wow.
Learned as a professional when he hurt his arm that he had to start playing left-handed. Started playing left-handed and started winning like world-class events as a lefty, beating world-class top of the food chain pool players who've been playing right-handed their whole life, and he's been playing lefty for like 2 years.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
I can't write my name.
I broke my arm once, and I had to write my name, and I write everything with my left hand. It was fucking terrible.
Yeah, no, it's like there's nothing there.
And I draw, so I was trying to learn how to draw with my left hand.
Yeah.
But I think it now, in retrospect, it might have helped me draw better with my right hand. I think if you can learn how to do something, that's why I think lefties are better at stuff. Because I think
What do you draw?
Well, I used to want to be a comic book illustrator
Okay.
when I was a kid. So I drew a lot of comic book stuff.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You do that still?
No, not anymore.
You don't miss it?
I mean, I can do it. I can pick it up, but I would have to get into it really to like achieve the skill that I used to have, and then I don't have any time.
Yeah.
It's fun. I love drawing, but
Yeah.
I don't have any time.
Those
I have
kids
to,
in
like,
school
manage.
always like blew my mind. They'd just be sitting there drawing like comic book, like literal, like that good.
Oh yeah.
You self-taught, or you just kind of?
Yeah, mostly self-taught.
See, that's also got to be something that's. I mean, if you start from nothing and just like I don't know, I feel like that's inside you somewhere as well. Like to be a naturally gifted, just to know how to. Some people are just better at that than.
Well, I had a very artistic family. My Uncle Sal and my Uncle Vinny were both artists.
Okay.
So my
Oh, wow.
mom's
So it's in
brothers,
you.
both brothers were artists.
What kind of artists?
One of them ran a pottery guild, and I was an art teacher. And the other one did a bunch of different types of art, photography, and did a lot of album covers.
No
did
shit.
album covers for Kiss. Yeah,
No shit.
Yeah, and he took me to work with him once, and I got to meet Ace Frehley when he had no makeup on, like before anybody knew what they really
Before he
looked
became
like.
a clown.
No, they had makeup on back
Yeah.
then, but no one knew what they looked like in real life.
Right.
So he showed up in the office with no makeup on. I was like, this is crazy.
That's wild.
And I think I was probably like 10, and I was like, this is nuts. I was just hanging out with my uncle in the office.
Yeah.
And fucking Ace Frehley walked in.
That's wild. My third grade teacher, her brother was the drummer in Twisted Sister.
No.
Yeah, Tony Pirro.
We're not gonna take it.
Right.
He was the first, rock star that cross-dressed.
Like Dee Snider in them,
Right?
Yeah, they were one of the big glam rock
Got
bands.
makeup on.
But it was almost cross-dressing.
That's him on the right of D.
Right? Like you would say,
Yeah, that's.
you would ask his pronouns. You know what I'm saying?
That's like Poison, all those groups back then. But so she lived. So we lived in these little garden apartments.
Look at that. That's so ridiculous. Bro, they were huge.
They were huge.
They were fucking
Was
huge,
the beauty
man.
mark added, or is that natural? See that?
I don't know. Maybe they added it.
It's probably- I think
it's
it's
like a Marilyn
accented.
Monroe one.
Yeah.
Remember when the ladies were doing that? They were adding a fake beauty mark.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing, honey?
So this guy, my teacher lived upstairs from us in the apartment building. So he used to be at her house all the time. So I was in grammar school. I couldn't have been more than like 8, something like that. And my dad was the superintendent of the apartment buildings, and so he knew everyone. And that was my teacher. So we met him at a young age, and he used to come over to my house all the time. So I have pictures of me at my parents' kitchen, like just sitting down 8 years old in my pajamas with him, and just eating like a tuna sandwich. And he's like literally dressed like that. He's in like I swear to God, dude, I have one where he's in full electric blue spandex pants.
Oh my God.
And like a ripped jean jacket with his hair all up, and it's just me and him sitting at the table. I'm just eating
Oh
the
my
sandwich.
God. Oh, dude, that's so ridiculous.
We used to. I remember back then. Did you ever have that? Like, were you into like you have the denim jacket?
Oh, I had a denim jacket,
and then
for
we
sure.
got like the patches all over it.
Oh yeah, that's
and then
right.
when we graduated, like everyone signed, like take a Sharpie, a black marker, and like sign your jacket. I don't think that exists anymore.
Well, no.
That kind of thing. Yeah.
Denim jackets were a sign you were a rebel.
I had one.
Wearing a denim,
I don't think
a denim jacket, and especially if you have a pack of cigarettes in the denim jacket.
Yeah.
You know, I remember there's this one kid. You know, sometimes when you're like 14, you see some kid that like you never seen before, and you're like, wow, that guy's so cool. There was this dude, he had a denim jacket on and a pack of cigarettes in his pocket, and he just had perfect hair, and he just looked cool, like this Italian-looking kid. I'm like, that guy looks so cool.
Yeah.
I wish I was cool.
Yeah. I could never be that cool.
He was like smoking a
What has
cigarette
he
on the
got?
fucking in the breezeway. And I was like, that guy is like he's in a movie. That guy's in a movie. I was a dork. I was trying to hide from people.
I was trying to do that influenced me so much that I took my money that I made for confirmation and I bought a Van Halen replica guitar. I swear I bought it.
Did you learn how to play?
No, not a fucking chord. It was the red guitar with like the white lines on it. It was like a famous Eddie Van. So it was just a kid's one though, and I bought it at this place still there. Mode Music on Bay Street. I took all my money. I bought that. I bought an amplifier. I bought a guitar case, and I spent all my money on it. And I never used it. Never took it out of the. I like just never used it. I have it to this day.
Wow.
Like,
well, you could learn as a part of your workout regimen.
Yeah, I
like a
could
mental
learn.
concentration workout.
Yeah, I
Because
could.
it is kind of right.
I used it one time. It came full circle on the show. Do you know the band Imagine Dragons?
Yes.
Okay, so I met them along the way, friendly with them. So before they was big because this was Jones Beach, which is like 15,000 people. They sold that out.
Whoa.
They were playing Jones Beach. It was like maybe 10 years ago, and they threw me out on stage before they came out as one of the opening acts, and I had to sing and play guitar to almost 15,000 people, and I don't sing or play guitar, and they didn't tell me what songs. I had to make it up on the spot.
Oh no.
Me and my buddy Joe, who they put him as the drummer, they introduced us as a band called Senor Alonza, which was the name of our high school Spanish teacher. And so
Oh my God.
there was 3 opening acts before us, which is bonkers, right? And so when they were about to come on, they made it like they were going to come on. They lowered the lights and all those freaking spotlights started going all over the place, and the place went nuts. And then they introduced the 4th opening act, and us 2 walked out. He got behind the drums, and I used that guitar that I bought in 1989, June 89. I finally used it in like 2015, and they're like, all right, go, you're an opening act, and that's all they said.
Oh my God.
And I just started like just hitting the guitar and just making up songs and stuff, and we were getting booed. Shit. People were throwing things at us. And everything.
Can we hear it?
Yeah, it's probably in
Is
clips.
it like copyrighted?
No, I made it up. Oh, you mean because of the show?
Right, because
No,
of
I
the show.
doubt that.
Let's play some of it. Can I see it, Jamie?
I put in your pants pocket a dedication for this set. Open it up and read it.
Oh, you had to dedicate the
Play
set?
a few songs from our upcoming
Yeah,
album.
the dedication was terrible because
We're gonna play "Look, Mommy, I'm a Rock Star."
Oh boy! All right. This is one of our favorites.
he doesn't know how to play.
When I was a boy, I said, son of a gun, I said, look, mommy, I'm a rock star. I said, look, mommy, I'm a rock star.
Let me ask you something. How badly does he suck out there? It's probably it's worse than I imagined. Worse than I imagination dragon. Yeah.
I said, look, mommy, I'm a rock star.
They made me sing 5 songs.
Oh my God.
Shut your
dude.
face, Grandma.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, so
dude.
they made me call them the Imagination Dragons right in the beginning, and I dedicated. I said everyone just calm down. The Imagination Dragons will be out in a little while, and then the dedication was like this. It was in Long Island. I was like, it was like this. this set is dedicated to the people of Pittsburgh because I could already tell that you guys are not going to be half as good an audience as them. And then I started playing. They were booing us and everything.
Oh my God.
And then at one point, a guy came on stage and he tried to grab my guitar from me, and I didn't know what was going. I mean, I was like a deer in the headlights out there. I was like 14, and I just pushed him away, and he's like trying to grab my guitar, and I'm pushing him away, and I'm singing through it, right? I'm cursing also because I'm just like freewheeling it up there, and I didn't. They're Mormons. They don't really curse, and so like they were like, I didn't get the memo. I wasn't supposed to curse.
Oh no!
And so I'm dropping F-bombs. I sang a song called "Fuck the Imagination Dragons." I'm better than them.
How long did you sing for?
I would say like probably somewhere like 7, 8 minutes, something like that. And then, so this guy, I'm getting hit with ice, everything.
That's so long.
And then this guy, he keeps trying to get the guitar from me. I'm ripping it from him, and I'm like, fuck the magic. And he's trying to, and I wouldn't let him have it. And I didn't realize that was the official union stage manager trying to get me off the stage because there's a curfew that they have to hit, and they have to do their full show, and they have to do their finale. And as soon as they go, this past curfew on a union stage, the entire thing is like double time for every single worker there.
Right.
And then there's penalties. It's hundreds. It could be like $100,000
plus. Yeah.
Yes. And so no one tells me who this guy is. So I'm shoving the real union stage manager off of me because I thought he was trying to just sabotage me.
Right.
And I thought I had to stay out there. So I push him away. The guy's like, give me the goddamn guitar. I'm like, I'm not taking, And I found out afterwards that was like official, and I was supposed to get off, and I didn't. I caused them later because they couldn't not do their encore. Their encore went into overtime. And the encore, that dude, he gets hooked up to cables. They lift him into the air, and they spin him in circles while he plays drums. It's wild. And they said they went into the bonus, and they had to pay all these fees because of me.
Oh no! Did you guys reimburse them?
No, I don't have money to reimburse them. Like I know. They're still our friends, but like, and at the end they're like stage dive off, and I'm looking in the crowd, and I'm like, I'm gonna kill myself. These people aren't gonna catch me. Like, they hate me,
right? And
they stage dive. So I just ran and I jumped off, but I kind of just like landed on the floor and rolled. Like, no one caught me. And then it was rough. It was rough. But that's the guitar. That's how cool I thought that he was in Twisted Sister. Like, that's how cool I was. Like, look at this guy.
Which one of your friends told you to stage dive? Fuck him.
Whoever was, I don't know.
That is so irresponsible.
I know. Well, they were never going to catch me. And like, I was just, they saw me, and I kind of jumped off. I think as I'm in the air jumping off, I think I got hit with a soda. It's like, it was bad.
Oh my God, that's so ridiculous.
I know.
That's so ridiculous.
Yeah, the show's crazy. The show has given me like a lot of opportunities to do stuff like that I would never have done like that.
Well, who the fuck ever gets to do something like that?
Yeah.
The balls to stand up there while those people hate you and go through with whatever they're telling you to say.
I had a ping of anxiety.
Did anybody let them know afterwards that it was for...
I don't recall. I would imagine maybe they came out and said something, but I don't remember. It was like 10 years ago.
Oh, that's funny.
There was another time they put us in the Devils during in between periods. They threw me as a goalie in the net of the New Jersey Devils, and all the Devils came out and took slap shots on me. Me and my buddy Q. It was two of us in net, and it was scarier than that. Like, they were taking blistering slap shots at us. I was in full Devils gear as a goalie, and I remember there was someone from like Sports Illustrated or something was there, and I saved it, like a chain of his tweets that he was tweeting, and he's like, I don't know what's going on here, but the Devils are apparently taking slap shots at a civilian. He's down on the ground. He's very hurt. This is not a good promotion. He's like, I don't think that the Devils should be doing this type of promotion with fans. He didn't know it was our show.
Oh wow!
And he's like,
did you get hurt?
No, not like hurt. It hurt, but I didn't get hurt.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but when you were down, he didn't need to be concerned.
I got back up, but like it still was hitting me like in the neck and the thing. Yeah, like you have the guard on and stuff.
Does
but
the guard protect your neck?
It hurt bad. You know, it hurt.
Where
hurt.
does it cover? Does it cover your neck?
Yeah, everything was covered, but it's still like still
dude.
taking a puck like 90 miles an hour to the chest and stuff.
Pucks are so hard too.
Yeah, and I played hockey in like late grammar school and high school. I played hockey, and I started as a roller hockey goalie, but it doesn't. You can't compare the two things.
Bro, you ever see some
It's
old
the
school
Devils.
photos of the old school goalies with the scars all over their face?
Dude, no, they didn't even wear fucking helmets back then.
Yeah.
It's crazy. They just played without helmets.
A puck hits you in the mug on
You're done.
Tuesday.
You're done.
Yeah. And you got to play again next week.
My first ever tryout for ice hockey in high school was it was hard to play hockey back then. Like there wasn't a lot of it was expensive and there wasn't a lot of rinks. We drove like 2 hours up to like Bear Mountain or some crap, like 3 hours with my family, my dad, my stepmom, and they had to wait in the stands because they can't drop you off and go home because you just drove 3 hours. So they're watching these tryouts, and it was my first time I ever put ice skates on in my life. I had played roller hockey already, but I never put on ice skates in my life. So it was kind of like you were saying, like just trying to play like left-handed or whatever. I was like, oh, maybe it'll transfer, you know?
Yeah.
And I put on these ice skates, and it didn't. I was really bad. But someone took a slap shot and it got deflected into onto the stands. So whatever, I didn't think anything of that. At the end of the tryouts, I went back, got my glove, got my bag, walked back out, and my stepmom was out there with her eye was this big. The ambulance was there. She bleeding, black and blue, stitches, everything. The puck hit her right in the face.
Oh my God.
During my tryouts. Yeah.
Oh my God, dude.
Right in the face.
Oh.
I was like, oh my God. Like it was, her face was this big, blood everywhere. She was already black and blue, a gash right here.
Does that happen all the time?
To her? No, just the
to
one.
people in the crowd. Do people in the crowd get hit?
I got it.
Yeah, they had to put up nets because a couple people died.
Jesus.
Yeah, yeah. And this is a high school kid.
Oh my God.
That was a high school deflection. Like imagine like the Devils taking slap shots at you.
Oh,
Yeah,
bro, that's
was-
crazy.
yeah.
Those guys taking slap shots at you. Could you even react to it? Like, did you see it coming? Could you see the puck?
It was like a split-second battle between whether I would like try to like actually block it or just like wince and take it, because it was faster than I was prepared for. Obviously, like you can't,
Right. Can you skate?
Not these days,
Who's that?
I just found something interesting. That picture that we've always seen, let me find it like this.
Yeah.
It's not real.
Right.
Well, I mean,
it's
a real photo.
It's
yeah.
a recreation of all the times he's had stitches in his life.
Oh,
This says it's what.
But the scars in his face are real.
what it would look like if
the other one's all-
simulates 16 years of professional hockey.
The problem is like the one on the left, you can't really see very good. He's very shadowy, but you could tell he's got scars everywhere. Those guys just took it in the face all the time.
This says that the first guy wore a mask in 1929. This guy.
When did they figure it out? Yeah, look at him. His nose is already busted. He's like, all right, I'm putting a fucking mask on. That guy's probably a genius.
he had the mask, and before he got his nose busted, like
Really?
well, like he got his nose is actively busted, right?
Maybe he
so
put
he didn't have
the
the
mask on afterwards.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's like, let me put this thing on.
Or maybe he broke his nose with the mask on. I mean, if you
Could
take
be.
a full one to the nose,
Yeah.
it's not like it's not smash against your nose. It's gonna smash.
Where was it? One of them had the blood going through there, right there. The blood was going through the nose.
Oh
Well, I
God.
guess it's just the hole.
Yeah, but dude,
Yeah,
that's a hard sport.
built different.
That is a hard man sport, and it's the only sport where you're allowed to fight.
To this day,
Crazy.
just let him have it.
It's the weirdest thing.
If you think
it's just
about it.
grandfathered in.
Yeah. All the like extra precautions now and the CTE stuff and all that stuff, and
Out the window.
It just hasn't even permeated.
Yeah.
Like they haven't had a meeting, not a vote. It's
Nope.
just like no, the guys need to fight. They
It's
need to
crazy.
fight.
It's part of the sport.
Do you feel like it's less fighting now or no?
I don't know. I don't watch hockey.
I haven't
much.
watched in a minute. Yeah.
I grew up in Boston. If you said you had to be like say it in whispered tones, like I don't watch hockey because people would get mad at you. this big Bruins town. Everybody loved hockey. But for me, I was like, I don't like being cold, so
Yeah.
I don't like skating. I don't have time for this.
Yeah,
so good
it's
luck.
a lot. It's involved. You need to, but it's a
Also,
fun
it's
sport
like
to
you-
watch.
It's a really fun sport to watch. It's
Yeah.
fast as fuck. You got to be in really good shape to play hockey because those guys are just moving, and it's like this delicate balancing act you're doing on metal skates.
Graceful too.
Yeah,
as
incredibly
much
graceful.
as it's just brutal.
Sure. Like when you
Yeah.
watch a guy like Bobby Orr in his prime, the way he was able to maneuver through people,
Yeah.
the movement, it's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
like beautiful swans.
Yeah, it's like a dance. It's a dance and a sport at the same time. Really amazing sport when you think about it that way. And then the speed of it too. It's a fast fucking sport, man. Like you cannot be out of shape and play that sport.
That was the only time I was in shape in my life, probably.
It's fitness, man. You're constantly kind of sprinting
Yeah.
with skates, you know? You move so much core movement.
And when I did that, I skated everywhere. Like, and I played roller hockey first, but when I was like in my like 4 or 5 years that I was like obsessed with it, I played every day. I roller skated everywhere.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you were with that guy out there
Yeah.
roller skating on the streets.
Yeah.
Like, wow, man.
Yeah.
Well, that's smart. That's a great way to keep up those skills. Like, you're going to have to walk anyway. You already know how well you can skate. Why not just skate there?
Yeah, it was kind of like skateboarding. Like, why wouldn't I get there like 5 times faster or whatever?
Did dudes try to knock you over ever?
When I played hockey?
No, when you're skating by them. You know? Because
Just a
that's the
random-
thing. You see
like
a
a
guy
random-
with roller skates on, you're kind of tempted to go, fuck this guy.
I mean, I wasn't like roller skating like on Venice Beach, like with like my headphones and like, you know, I didn't look like, you know, a cornball. I just
But you know, some people, they don't like people in roller skates. Like when I lived in California, motorcycles were allowed to split the lanes. You know, and
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, which is crazy. It's
Yeah.
really dangerous. But if you have a motorcycle, you can get by in traffic when everybody else is fucked. You're zipping
Yeah.
right through. And I remember one time I watched this guy see this dude coming up beside us, and I moved to the left to give this guy a little room so he could pass, and the dude in front of me moved into the lane on purpose to stop this guy from passing him for no reason at all.
Yeah.
And that's going to happen with that too.
Yeah. No, I don't recall really. It was good for my curfew because I used to go to my girlfriend's house. My dad was like, you have to be home by like 11. And it was like probably like a couple of miles. And so like,
That's a long time to be not running into any bullies.
yeah,
That's what I'm thinking. There's a few guys out there that would just
Yeah.
make that decision. You know, fuck him, fucking knock him off.
I just used to lace him up. And there was actually a huge hill, like halfway there. Like I got up this
Down?
Yeah, I mean flying. So I just stand. And I'd be going like, I'd probably be going like 30
Oh my god,
miles an
dude.
hour.
That's
if I
crazy.
wiped out, it would have been bad. But
And
like,
if someone pulled out, right? Was there any cars that could have possibly?
no,
pulled
it was
out in front of
it
you?
was a service road of a highway, and it was late at night, so I wouldn't do it if there was cars.
You're doing it late at night on a
Yeah.
service road of the highway. You
Yeah.
know how crazy that sounds.
Yeah, but it wasn't that crazy. It wasn't that crazy. But I would get home in 5 minutes, whereas normally it would have taken me like 15 minutes.
And
or,
you get a nice little workout.
Yeah, nice little yeah. I gave all that up.
Yeah.
I remember when I got out like into the workforce, I was out of college. One of my buddies was like, "You want to go shoot the puck around today?" I'm like, "I haven't done it in like 5 or 6 years." He's like, "Let's go," and we went to like a little roller rink, that like a hockey rink there. We skated around for about must have been 20 minutes. You know that burn that you get in your throat, like the trachea esophagus, when you haven't like, maybe you don't because you haven't like you're consistently working out, but like when you're not in shape and then you try to play a sport or something and it just feels like your insides are on fire. Have you felt that?
Not like that. I know what you're saying though.
Like
you
almost
can't
like you
breathe.
start to like almost like cough up like phlegm and stuff.
So this is like no cardio at all, no nothing.
Oh man, I
and
felt
then
like I was
all of
gonna
a
have a
sudden
heart attack.
You're doing that.
Out of like after just like maybe like 5 years removed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, just 5 years of not working out at all, and then you try to skate. I would imagine. Yeah, your body. Unfortunately, your body will just fall into a state of disrepair.
I'm digging out of that now.
Just
bro.
leave it alone. It's like if you have a house, if you own a home, one of the things you find out as soon as you get your first home is shit breaks all the time. There was always some fucking pipe that breaks. There's this that goes out. There's that fucks up. The AC's broken. There's always something.
Yeah.
That's the same shit with your body. It's the same shit.
I
If you put it into a state of disrepair and you don't fix the AC, you don't fucking.
My pipes are bad.
The
right
pipes
now.
are bad. You don't deal with it. You just let your house flood. Like that's the problem. The problem is most of us, are like bad landlords.
Yeah, that's me, man.
We're
That's
like
a good way to put
slumlords.
it. That's
We're
a good way to put
slumlords
it.
for our body.
Yeah, I'm trying to change it.
No, you are changing it. Don't say trying.
Yeah.
Trying makes it seem like you might quit. You're not going to quit.
That's right.
There you go.
He told me because I'm going to be here and I'm away from home the next week. He's like, you got to go at least 3 times and send me pictures of yourself.
We can work out here.
Yeah,
I got a gym right here.
Yeah?
Yeah, we can work out after the show.
I wouldn't want to bring you down, bro.
No, we just have a little workout. Just
Yeah?
a little something. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to keep doing it. Yeah. If you want to keep it up while you're here. The main thing about working out is momentum. It's number one. More than anything else is momentum. And if you lose your momentum, then it's hard to get going. But once you get going, you get a couple of workouts in a row, you're like, ooh, this is it. I do it. This is what I do. Fuck yeah, we're doing it again. Just don't kill yourself. Don't get yourself to when you wake up, you're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Ooh, and you're so sore, and you're going to go to the gym right now? That's kind of stupid.
Yeah.
You really shouldn't. You
Yeah.
should never, you're not a pro athlete. Don't get yourself to that spot. But as long as you just keep doing it, that's the key. It's just, I think that's with almost everything in life. That's what alcoholics say. It's, one day at a time. They just, next day, get some momentum. Now I'm not drinking for 2 years. Now I'm not drinking for 5 years. I
Right.
got all these coins and shit.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's just like we have to just make healthy patterns. And you can do it. You're doing it right now.
The next time I come back, I'll be like,
It's going to be jacked, son.
Shredded.
Shredded.
We'll have a pose off next time. I'm just looking to live longer.
You know
I'm
who
not-
looks good? Shane. See how big he got?
No.
Shane's been working out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shane has been working out like super regular. He got really into working out. We started doing these comedians workouts here, and then
After the
Shane
Parks thing?
Yeah, Shane got my friend Sean to start training him, and Sean
No
goes
shit.
hardcore. Yeah, and
I haven't. No, I
he got
haven't.
big.
I
He looks
talked to
like
Shane yesterday, but I haven't seen him. I actually, you know what's so
Stout.
funny? The last picture I saw of him, or not the last picture, but recently I saw he was filming that John Madden movie.
Oh, yeah?
And that paparazzi took that photo of him in character with the mustache coming out of his trailer.
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen
It
that.
was an unflattering shot. Like he's talked about it, and that's the last thing I like really saw. And you could probably pull that. You could probably. It's pretty freaking funny. You could see he locks eyes with the photographer just as he's coming out, and it's like he's already meant to look, I think, frumpy from the character.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. That's awesome. He's gonna be
And he's
John Madden. He'd be perfect. Well, first
I
of
don't
all,
think is he Madden? No, I don't think he's Madden.
Who is he supposed to be?
He's just someone
just
in the
some
Madden
guy.
universe.
Oh, Nick Cage is John Madden. Whoa,
Which I can't
Christian Bale's
see at
also
all.
in the movie is Al Davis.
Oh, really?
Whoa! Is there a photo of Nicolas Cage as John Madden? I want to see that. Oh, that's young John Madden. Well, that's Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, that.
Oh, the hair does look like Madden's hair.
Yeah, but
Oh,
the
they did
face
something
looks
to
like
his
Nicolas
face.
Cage, though.
No,
The
they did a little
70s.
something to his face. They did a little something to it.
Wait.
Didn't they?
Wait, no. How funny is it though that you looked at Shane and said that he was John Madden?
I thought he was John Madden.
Because he does.
I thought he was John Madden.
He could pass for him.
He could
I
pass.
swear, when I first clicked on it, I was like, Shane's. I said this. I said the same
That's
thing.
hilarious. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, they
that's
definitely
it.
did some stuff to
Okay.
him. They did some stuff to him. Yeah, he's got like a face thing on. Wow, that's crazy. He looks like him, man. Like even the body, they got the body right.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
That's Christian Bale.
Whoa.
Oh, is that Christian Bale?
That's Christian Bale?
Yeah.
That's nuts. That guy's a fucking chameleon.
Wow.
Yeah, that'll be sick. Wow.
Biopics, man.
Those two guys.
Oh, wow. That's cool. What were we just talking about? We're talking about guys getting. Shane got big.
Oh, yeah.
He got fucking got stout.
He must be putting in work then, because I'm also like only doing it 3 days a week, because I just started and I don't want to like
I don't know if he's been on it recently because he just did. He's about to do tires again. He's
Yeah.
like, the boy's busy.
I know.
Fella's busy.
I know. Every time
He's
I
out
text
there
him.
killing it.
I know. Good. I love it. Love to see it.
He's the man.
You know what I got shit for after the last time I was on?
What?
So many people came up to me after the last time. I was like, dude, I saw, the Rogan episode and you didn't finish a story. And I'm the amount of people that said this to me, I must have been like,
Really?
yeah. I started to tell you a story about an experience I had, I think, with a ghost, because I didn't believe in ghosts, and I guess I started to tell and didn't finish it. Can I tell you the amount of people that came up to me? It's like, what the fuck, man? You can't start.
Well, you can't just start it from the end, though.
I know.
You're gonna have to start.
Anyway, so that's
retell the beginning of the story.
Just on the very end.
Retell the beginning of the story, because otherwise people are gonna go, "What the fuck is he talking about?" Then they'll have to go back and listen to the whole podcast.
So many people though that I was like, I swear to God, if I go back on, I will bring it up and I'll try to retell the.
Let's retell the story.
I'm doing this for them. I don't know how great the story is. So we were talking. I was saying how I don't believe in them, but I had this experience. I don't know what to make of it. Okay. So I lived alone at the time, and I when I go to sleep at night, I lock my bedroom door. It's just something I do. So I locked my door, and I was laying in bed, and I had the television on, and a lot of times I'll put the TV on mute, but keep the TV on when I fall asleep. Something I do. So I was telling you how, because I sleep with a CPAP machine, how I would wrap myself up in a cocoon because I had an air source. So I like, it's like a sarcophagus. I like put everything over my head and I tuck in my feet, and I put I swear you just see a tube coming out. It's amazing. It's like the sensory deprivation things, right?
Right. Okay.
That's what it's like.
Okay.
So I got used to that. So anyway, I was wide awake. I just muted my television, and I wrapped myself up like a fucking burrito, and I had the CPAP on. I'm laying there, and I always stick like 1 foot or one hand out. It's just a nice cool breeze. It's like a fun little thing to do when you're wrapped up like that.
Right.
And I had my hand out, so this was out, and I'm just laying there, and I thought I heard something or somebody. I don't know if it was talking, or I heard what I thought was like the door open, I suppose. Like, again, wasn't asleep. I wasn't asleep. I was just
about to fall asleep.
I wouldn't even
just laying there.
Sure, yeah.
Just
but I didn't sleep and wake up or nothing like that.
Got it.
And I wasn't laying there 20 minutes.
Right.
It wasn't like that. And I'm laying there, and I heard walking or the door or something. And so I listened more intently, and I didn't hear anything again. And then all of a sudden I felt, I don't know if it's a hand, whatever you want to call it, pressure, squeeze. Oh, right here on my hand. Right. I just felt my hand get squeezed. And what's going on in my mind is I thought there was an intruder in the house initially, right? So like an intruder came in the house, and I know I'm feeling this. I'm like, this all happened in seconds, but I'm thinking, okay, I heard something. Now there's pressure on my hand, and it went tighter and tighter. And I'm like, someone is squeezing my hand right now. I have to act like I'm not feeling this because I don't know what's about to happen. But then I started in the same vein. I'm like, if this was a home intruder, why would they do this? It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, so aren't they going to wake me up? Like, wouldn't they try to get in and out? I'm thinking of this in a split second. Right. And the pressure is such that it actually begins to hurt, not hurt like, ow, get off, but like, oh, that's squeezing. Right. You know what I mean? And I'm like, all right, I am going to have to jump up and fight right now or something. Something's happening here. And I said, are you awake? Are you awake? And I'm like, I'm literally, I'm awake. I'm awake right now. I'm laying here. I'm looking. I'm feeling my hand. I am fully awake. And I was like, I feel like I either have to count to 3, jump up and get ready to fight, or I'm vulnerable and I don't know what's going to happen to me. I might as well just take charge of the situation, whatever I can.
Right.
And I just took a breath, and I was like, all right, here I go. And I did they let go? They let go. I felt the pressure release off my hand. And so that's when I was like laying there with it limp, and I was like, I'm going to jump up right now, and I'll just, whatever happens, happens. And it was like nerve wracking. And I just jumped up in my bed up. So I was standing on the bed. I like threw the things off, and I just like was ready to, and there was nothing there on my door.
How long was something squeezing your hand for?
I'll say less than 10 seconds.
That's a long time.
Yeah. Maybe like 10 seconds. Because it was on me, and then it was more pressure, and then more pressure, and then let go. And then when I jumped up, no one in my room, door locked. And I was like, I'm up. I was up. I was just up. I'm not like sleeping. And it freaked me out. I turned every light on, opened my door, walked around the house. I was like, do I leave? Like,
maybe the aliens thought you were trying to kill yourself.
what?
Maybe the aliens.
How'd you lose me?
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was an alien came down and like, hey, buddy, what are you doing?
I was
under
wrapped
there?
up?
You all right under
'Cause
there?
I was wrapped up?
You're wrapped up with a tube coming out. He's like, this guy might be offing himself. We've never seen this before.
I want an explanation.
They're like, when the people sleep, they never sleep with their head covered. We need to get in. And they just went in and just grab his hand. We need Sal to stay alive.
It definitely looks weird from the outside when I sleep. Like if you saw a picture of it, it looks like, what the fuck's going on?
Shane was telling us a story the other night about how he had they talk about like sleep paralysis demons.
Yeah, like,
he had an
I heard of
experience
sleep
like that.
paralysis. Not
He had an
demons.
experience of like a thing standing over his bed with like a white face, and he couldn't move.
This happened to Shane?
Yes. And I go, dude,
How many
abducted
cases
by
of
an
Bud Light
alien.
was he?
No, he said he was sober.
Really?
He was younger. Yeah, he was like, I think he said he was 23 or 24 when it happened.
Yeah. Okay. So
I go, dude, you got abducted. I think the
so?
aliens came. Yeah.
Oh shh.
Yeah. I think that's what he was seeing. I think he was waking up from it, and there was one right there. And they had him paralyzed.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
what I
know
think.
why.
You know why I
an
think that?
alien would be in my bedroom.
Well, I think there's aliens that monitor a lot of people if they're real.
And
There's a
how'd
lot
they-
of stories,
How'd they
man.
get in though? Because that little
They
thing
can
was
just
closed.
they can just appear. They
They
go
could.
right through walls. Apparently,
Doesn't matter.
I think if they've reached a level of technological superiority where they could travel instantaneously through vast distances in space, which is what they think they're able to do, like able to bend gravity and just just like reappear on the other side, they just go right through your wall, bro.
Okay. So then why are they playing with my fingers?
Because they like you.
They're bending time and space. They're traveling it. They get to my little one bedroom
Maybe.
apartment and they stand in there and watch me with my CPAP and then squeeze my 3 fingers.
Maybe they like your sense of humor and they would like you to stay around and they think you're a positive contribution to the culture. And they don't want to mess up the delicate balance of the human race. They need more funny people. Maybe that's it.
It makes no sense though, right?
Of course it doesn't make sense. UFOs don't make sense. Aliens don't make sense.
I don't mean
Ghosts
that.
don't
I
make
don't-
sense
I-
either.
I don't mean
someone
that
grabbing your
theory.
hand doesn't make
Yeah.
sense. No, it doesn't make sense.
It sucks that I'll never have an answer.
Well, it could have been just a spasm. And one thing that could happen is your hand could have locked up for whatever weird reason, because it happens all the time. It could happen with your foot. It could happen
But
with
I know
your
that
leg.
what it feels like to be locked up. This felt as pure as can be, like this doing this.
You ever be watching TV with your wife and you start snoring and she goes, "Are you asleep?" And you're like, "No,"
Yeah.
but you really were?
Yeah.
Do you think maybe you thought you were awake, but you were like right there? I mean, you're in
It's the
bed.
only explanation I got.
You got a
but-
tube in your mouth. You got the CPAP. You're wrapped up like a mummy. And
Yeah.
then something's grabbing your hand. Maybe you're dreaming.
That thing would have been probably scared when I jumped out with the mask on.
I
like,
know,
ah!
right?
No, but
Or aliens.
But here's the thing. I really took inventory before I jumped up to fight. Like I was like, I am awake. I am feeling this. I am not sleeping. I know I am
While
not
you were
sleeping.
feeling the pressure on your hand.
Yes.
Oh.
Like I was saying to myself, you are 100% awake. Like this is happening to you right now.
Okay, aliens.
Yeah, fucking what?
Aliens or ghosts?
Ghost is what I thought, but
Yeah, maybe.
What's the point?
Well, ghosts seem to be in places where people die violently. Like the Comedy Store is a good example of that. The Comedy Store used to be Ciro's nightclub, so it was owned by Bugsy Siegel. So for sure, somebody got whacked. Somebody got whacked, and there was also talk that like they used the basement to do illegal abortions. It's like there's a lot of like folklore around that place because it was a mob-run nightclub.
They're gonna have to start doing that again soon in this day and age.
But so many people that worked there over the years that I was there, so many people that were like late night bartenders or security
had
guy.
experience.
Yeah, they all had a few comics that were like reliable, reasonable people had bizarre experiences.
Yeah.
Carl LeBeau was asleep on stage. And he said he got kicked out of his house. Him and his wife got in a fight. Left, fuck you, I'm going to make it. Goes to his girlfriend at the time, I think. I don't even think it was the same person. But anyway, he's at the Comedy Store sleeping on the stage. And he hears the seats clink around in the dark, like something's moving the seats. And he goes, hey, it's me, Carl. I got kicked out of my house, so I'm just sleeping on the stage. He doesn't hear anything. And then all of a sudden, something grabs his ankle and drags him off the stage onto the floor and starts pulling him through the crowd and then just lets go. And then he hears a door slam and then another door slam on the outside. And he's laying in the middle of the Comedy Store main room. There's no people there. He has no idea what the fuck happened. He didn't see anything. He just felt something grab him and drag him off the stage and into the crowd. And he wasn't like a guy who'd made things up.
Right.
He didn't have any other stories like that.
But it's not like one of the workers or another comic fucking with him?
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. They would have definitely told him after a while. And also I don't think so because he didn't see them. Like he was like, I didn't see anyone grab me. He's like, it's dark in there, but it's not perfect darkness.
Right.
He's like, I didn't see whatever grabbed me and pulled me off the stage. It's like maybe they didn't like someone staying the night there. Maybe that's their time. Like you want to do all your bullshit during the day with your bookkeeping and then at nighttime with your stupid jokes. But once you guys leave,
It becomes the ocean.
it's mine. Yeah, it becomes the ocean. It gets dark. You just get to see a place where a bunch of people died.
Damn.
Yeah.
Dude, there was a lot of suicide there, right?
At the store? No, there was just
Or
one.
next door at the hotel next
the guy
door?
jumped off the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was during the days where the comics weren't making any money. So what is this? The Comedy Store, popular nightclub. So what does it say? One of the snazziest nightclubs during the 40s and the 50s, built by nightclub impresario William Wilkerson in the late 1930s. Ciro's offered top entertainment, a swanky hangout for Hollywood stars and other high-profile people, including gangster Mickey Cohen, who used the club as his base of operations and had peepholes drilled into walls so he could see who was coming and going.
Oh, shit.
While dancing, drinking, and dining went up on upstairs, Ciro's basement was the site of darker doings. Mob henchmen beat, tortured, and killed those who did not repay debts, owned competing clubs, betrayed trust, or crossed the mob in some way. Pregnant showgirls and mob girlfriends received illegal abortions, with at least one woman dying from her abortion. Wait staff, security guards, and office workers have reported seeing a frightened man in a World War II bomber jacket who fades upon sighting. What? A huge black phantom in the basement, and a man in his 1940s garb walking around the premises and through walls. They have heard a woman wailing in the basement when no one was there, and have experienced strange pranks such as chairs stacking themselves in the middle of the stage and perfectly set tables becoming unset. Yeah, everybody that I knew that worked there for a long period of time had something weird happen.
That's
but
weird.
A few guys saw things. Like one of the guys, I forget his name, man. It was like an old school comic that was hanging around there. Said that one night when he was a doorman, he was going into the back bar area, and he saw some guy walk through the swinging doors. Because there's like two sets of swinging doors. So he walks in, and as he's walking in, he sees this guy go through the other set. He's like, "Hey, we're closed," and he goes out into the hallway, dead empty. I mean, instantaneously goes from seeing the guy walk through to, "Hey, man, we're closed." There's a long hallway, and there's no one. No one ran. No one, nothing. He's like, "Dude, I saw a guy. He pushed open the saloon doors." And it's not just him. Multiple people have had weird stories like that. And I always wonder, like, if someone dies in some horrific way like that, that's like very violent, maybe it leaves like a memory. Maybe it leaves like a stain of what, the universe force, the peace, love force of the universe is so disrupted by this vile act that it leaves this
stamps out like
this haunted memory that exists in the space. Because like they have to tell you if someone was murdered in a house.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think there's a timeline. Like you can't say, in 1920, someone was murdered there.
Yeah.
Because someone was murdered at our club. Someone was murdered in our club in the 70s.
No shit.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, I forget the story. But the point is, like, if you buy a house, like, they have to tell you.
They have to disclose it.
Yeah.
Not every state.
Not every state?
Yeah, some states, California does, but Texas, it says does not.
We don't believe in that down here. We just bring in Jesus.
I'm doing this bit because my
Many states, there's no duty to disclose a death. Oh, so it's only California and Alaska. What states make you? Texas and Florida, you do not have to have a general duty for deaths unrelated to the property's condition. What if like a wall is splattered?
What if it's like because I am
how many states make you tell? Those are the ones that believe in crystals. Right? Makes sense, and it would be California, right? Doesn't it make sense? Alaska, California, and South Dakota. Only
That's
3
it?
states. That's nuts.
There's just a timeline too.
Oh, in California,
Once a year.
3 years, and in South Dakota, 12 months. Get over it.
12 months. That's so
Alaska
funny.
says
Why
just
even
within the
have it?
past year. Oh, a suicide too in Alaska. They have
Why?
it listed as suicide as well. That's interesting.
What is the point of the 12 months?
Get over it.
Like who's putting that in
Life
there?
moves on, Sal.
So we don't have to
Life
let you
moves
know
on.
if it's more than 12 months ago.
That's actually shocking. I would have thought it would have been way more than that.
Yeah,
I
that's
would've thought it was way
crazy.
more
That's
than that.
crazy.
That it really is.
I
Crazy.
have I just recently when my wife was not home for a few days, and when we were having the baby and everything, and I had to come home because I had work and I had to take care of my other daughter and stuff, and I was never in bed without my wife there. Like it was the first time I was like laying in bed without
Oh, and
her.
that's when they come get you.
That's when they got you, right?
Yeah, of
we know
course.
this, right?
Yeah, because she can't defend you.
Right, exactly. No, this is a new bit I'm doing based on something that happened to us. So, I'm on the road now, like all the time for comedy. She experiences that, but I don't. And I was like, I feel vulnerable. Like what if I'm thinking I was like, what if an intruder or a killer or something like that,
Right.
So I'm thinking to myself, well, what's she going to do if she's here? She's not going to do anything. Like,
Right.
I started to think, her being home is just it's the illusion of security for me. She might yell, alert me to the killer.
Just
or
you
whatever.
need one extra second.
Yeah.
Get your shit together.
She might yell, alert me that could help, or the killer might kill her and I get away. I don't want that to happen, but that's just like what could happen, right?
Right.
She's not there. I'm like, I need something in this house. I don't have anything. So I didn't think anything of this, but I Amazon Primed the machete to the house, right? So it came the next day. She didn't come home till 3 days later. So I had the machete in the house now. Like I felt better, but I wasn't gonna get a gun. I just, whatever. I think I couldn't get a gun that quick anyway, right? So I don't even know if it's legal, whatever. So I get this machete. I have it we have the king size bed. It's a split king.
Right.
So I had it like in the crack of the bed.
Okay.
So when she came home 3 days later, she got home at night. She hadn't been home in like 6 days. She took a shower. She had major surgery. She was healing. She just got in bed, and it was already late at night. And so I was in bed, and like I went in bed with her, and we shut the lights. And I was laying out. I forgot that I didn't tell her that I ordered a machete. I forgot that it was in between the bed. So she felt it, and she's like, "What is this?" And I just was like, I knew she wasn't gonna be happy about it because so it was just like. That's our machete. We got a machete. Amazon Prime the machete. And she's like, you're not keeping the machete. Long story short, when I was laying there without her for a few days, I was like, this is not a good weapon because I'm gonna end up, if an intruder comes, I'm gonna machete them, and then we can't live here anymore. You have to move.
Yeah, you have to move.
If you get into a machete fight with someone and you chop them up, you have to move right away.
Pretty much.
You don't even stay. Never mind Thanksgiving.
You don't clean up.
You don't stay the next day. And so I already started thinking, well, how do I sell this house then? If I machete, like if I hit someone with a machete in here, they die right here. That's bad for the listing. But I don't have to disclose it now. Now that I learned, I don't have to disclose it because I was like having an internal conflict.
Just hold on to it for a year, or do it in one of those
I don't have
states.
to.
In New York, you don't have to tell anybody anything, right? Is that what it said?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So what were the
I
states?
was worried
If
about
they
it.
ask though, you have to.
Oh,
say.
you got to disclose. Oh, that's
It's like,
a good
are
move.
you a cop?
That's a good
It's
move.
like, are you a cop?
Remember when people thought that was real? Yeah. That is the
like,
dirtiest trick they ever pulled in
Did you
movies.
machete anyone here? No. You know if you machete someone, you have to tell us.
Oh, you got me. I'm an undercover cop.
Yeah, that's funny, man.
It is funny when you really stop and think about it because, like, that's such a crazy idea
That you have to.
that you have to tell them. But they don't. They lie about everything. Like
just
guys that infiltrate the mob, like those kind of guys. Like, imagine if you have to tell. Are you an undercover cop?
That's so funny.
Oh, you got me.
that blows deep cover. It's like,
You imagine if that
Donnie
was the rule?
Brasco, Joe Pistone.
I had Joe Pistone on the podcast.
Did you?
Yeah, recently.
He's
amazing.
He's 18 months in deep undercover, and one of the guys is like, "Are you a cop?"
Yeah,
I
can you
forgot to ask
imagine?
you.
Oh, because if you say no and you really are, the case gets thrown out. Could you imagine? Imagine if that was the rule. That's the dumbest
just like
rule ever.
some type of like lore or something.
Yeah, it's just like something they probably did on a TV show once.
you got to
and
tell
people
me.
believed that. When
Yeah.
I was a kid, I remember people saying that. If you're buying weed and the guy says that he's a cop,
Yeah,
he can't
everyone
arrest
knows
you.
that.
You got to ask him.
Same. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Complete bullshit.
Complete made up stuff. But that's just one of those things you would hear when you were a kid.
Yeah.
Before the internet. You didn't get a chance because we just checked to see the truth.
I thought it was real. Like I felt not that I was doing anything that would have warranted me having to ask, but like I did feel like a sense of like, oh, I got something in my back pocket. If something's like, if I don't know, like if I'm at a
Right.
party, underage drinking, like,
you might be able to pull that out and
Yeah.
rescue yourself. Oh, you got me. Get out of here, kid.
The best is the follow up where if the cop says no and everyone's like, you have to tell me if you are. Like
What
then,
was that from?
Like then the cop came. Oh, okay, fine. I forgot I had to tell you. I forgot.
What's the origin of that?
I don't know. That's so.
Do you
funny.
think that was like a television show or a movie or something? I bet it was. I bet it was like a tool that they used in a or maybe it was like a CIA op to get people to think that they would be able to use that anytime, so they don't worry about doing illegal shit.
Psyops feel like the good answer for everything?
It does.
Although it was probably an
my
episode of
favorite.
like Matlock or something like that.
Psyops also account for your hand grip. Somebody gripping your hand. There's some remote viewer reached out, some CIA basement fucking focused on your hand and squeezed it.
Do you know I only learned what psyop? I only learned the term psyop with the drones recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I never heard of it.
Oh, that's
before.
crazy.
Yeah.
You never heard of psychological operations that are done on not just this civilization but others?
No, I never heard. I mean, at least framed as a psyop, and then I was like, "What is that?" And I was like, because with the drones, man, if that was a psyop, I was fully psyoped.
Well, I don't know what that was, because they were going to tell us supposedly, and then they kind of just didn't.
Yeah,
But
no, I was waiting every day. Trump was like, "I'm gonna come when I'm in. I'm gonna give you the full download immediately. It's ridiculous. I'll let you guys know what's going on specifically." Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then it was. He said. Someone he didn't. Then he never addressed. Then someone else said to him like, "Hey, what was going on with those drones? Remember, you're going to tell us?" And he was like, "They're ours," and that's all he said. That was like
Yeah.
5 weeks of. I was watching drones outside my window every night. I had fucking binoculars. Like my wife's like, "Go to bed. You're going to drive yourself crazy." I'm like, "There's 12 drones outside right now."
yeah, you can't discount the idea that they're not telling you the truth.
Yeah,
But they might have been ours too. That's the problem. It
Well, he
might have been
said they were
someone
ours.
else's. That doesn't mean anything.
yeah, but
it doesn't mean anything.
But it's weird how the administration before him refused to say anything and let it get
Yes.
to a fever pitch where people started to feel like completely like not that I don't trust the government already, but like it got to a point where I was like, this is how are they allowed to just tell us, oh, you're not seeing that's not what you're seeing. Like it just was like I was getting like really because now you think differently with kids and stuff like that.
Right.
I'm like, what's going on here?
Well,
I'm like,
there's-
I started Amazoning like dry foods and like survival manuals and stuff. I'm like, are we gonna go to war? Like what is going on?
So there's a bunch of different possibilities, right? And all of them, they don't have to be truthful about it, nor would they be. If it's a national security issue, it'd probably be better if they weren't truthful, because people would freak out. It's also the potential that they are ours, and they did them on purpose to see how people would respond.
Right.
So that's possible too.
Right, that I
It's
saw.
also possible that they're not ours, and there's someone else who's flexing on us, and they're doing it in a way where they're showing you we have technological superiority. Our stuff is way more advanced than yours. And if there would be a culprit in that regard, in my mind, it would be China.
Right. That's what I
Because
thought at first.
China is so far ahead of the United States in drone technology. They're so far the United States in electric car technology.
Yeah.
Like they're doing some wild stuff over there. They make, I mean, at least Taiwan makes all the semiconductor chips, or a lot of them. There's a lot of electronics that are being manufactured over there. They have a very high level of sophistication for their engineering and all the design and all the stuff they're doing. They're doing some
renewable energy. They're light
sleeping.
years. Yeah,
Singapore, light years ahead of us. I think we're sleeping on how far advanced they are with certain stuff. They do drone shows that will fucking blow you away. They have synchronized drones that do like stories in the sky. Have you ever seen them, the Chinese drone shows?
I've seen like just light drone shows here where they form like an image or something like that.
See, this is the thing about regulations. Regulations are good. You don't want a bunch of drones flying around, slamming into planes.
Right.
But the problem is if you only allow someone to fly these very sophisticated drones if they have a pilot's license, and then you regulate everything the way they do in America, and then you say you can't make this and you can't make that, and we can't have this and you can't have that, you're stifling innovation. While in China they're going hog wild.
Right.
So they're not even thinking about regulating. They're making the best stuff they can make all the time, and they have the best minds that they can have working on them because
Right.
they have to.
Right.
Go make me a fucking drone army.
Right.
Jamie, pull up like the Dragon one, when they had the dragon in the sky. Dude, their shit is so far beyond what we're doing.
I know, and that's why I thought, and there was out there that was them, and that was a
It could
flex,
easily
and-
be that.
But then Trump was just like, it's just us. It's just us.
Maybe that's what you have to say, because if you say that China's flexing on us.
Oh
look,
my God.
Yeah, dude. Like they have,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
they have insane, and this isn't even the craziest one. They have other ones that are even crazier. Like these things are nuts.
Oh
man.
my God.
Exactly.
That's all independently flown?
100%.
Like every single one of those lights is
every
independent?
single one of those is independent. They're all different drones, and they all are moving to the sync of some program they created.
Oh my
It's
God.
unbelievable, man. And that's just the pretty stuff, right? Now, imagine if they're doing that, what kind of military stuff do they have? What kind of
Right.
stuff do they have that can block signals? What kind of stuff that they have that maybe has some sort of a novel power source or a novel battery supply?
Right.
My friend saw one of them that just hovered overhead. He said this thing just hovered. He said it was as big as a fucking school bus, and it was just hovering above his head in New Jersey.
Yeah,
and he was like, what the fuck is that?
They were like the size of like cars.
And he said it wasn't a helicopter. It wasn't loud.
Yeah.
And then it took off. And some of them, they said when they were going after them, they shut their lights off and
Yes.
evaded pursuit.
Yes.
They put jamming signals out so you couldn't find their location. They were doing weird stuff.
Yeah.
So if that is ours, then they're trying. Like, look, if you're going to do a real military exercise, that's how you would do it. If you were gonna say, okay, we're gonna plan this out, but we're not gonna let the pilots know what's going on. And
Yeah.
We're gonna start flying these things over and seeing how these jets interact with them in a real world environment. Tell them not to shoot. Give very distinct orders. They're not to be shot down. Because we're not going to do anything hostile with these drones.
Right.
Let's see how good they are at finding them, tracking them. Let's like pressure test the system.
Right.
So if they're ours, I would say that would be a good way to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems a little unethical.
Yeah.
But you also get two things at the same time. You get the little psychological thing
Yeah.
where you get to see how bad people freak out. Some people might freak out. Please look at my phone. Do whatever you want.
Right.
Set an Alexa in my toilet. Do whatever you want.
Right,
Just
right.
protect me from the drones.
Yeah.
So you can find out how people react to the UFO craze. And then you can also find out how well our drones are at evading modern warplanes.
Alexa in the toilet's not a bad idea as well. Don't sell yourself short.
You're going to have robots in your house that talk to you all day and report what you say to the government.
I do that now.
It's going to happen.
I do that now. I finally did I was telling you, I did
Yeah.
Chat GPT finally. I was like, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this. I really don't want to do this. Then I was like, also don't want to be left behind. Like if this can, like, you know, so
It's going to be inevitable. And it's not just going to be inevitable. I mean, there's going to be versions of it that are going to achieve things that the greatest human minds couldn't even believe.
Yeah.
Couldn't even believe would be possible within our lifetime. That's what I think. I think it's going to get to a point when they have artificial general superintelligence, and it's, what is it, 2049? What's the year they think it's going to achieve, like, its peak intelligence? There's like estimations. Like a lot of these guys, they point, is it 2045 or 2049? There's like
That's not
the
far away.
Kurzweil guys. Because that was that conference that Ari and I and Duncan went to back in the day. That was Kurzweil's thing. I think it was 2049. So if at 2049, like, what does the AI look like then? It's like some super creature, some new type of life form, you know? some new super intelligent thing that we made.
Yeah.
And that's when the aliens land. And went, finally. They go, finally, you guys made it. 2040 and 2050, with some placing a 50% probability around this time frame. Predictions range widely, with some entrepreneurs and AI leaders being more optimistic, suggesting dates in the 2030s or even late 2020s, while others expect it closer to mid-century or later. Wow.
Nah.
Bro, that's scary.
You know how I'm using it now? I just talk. I paid the $20 and I gave her a female voice, whatever.
Right.
It's just fun though. I mean, at least I'll have fun while I can with it. And I just said, what's your name? And she said, just chat. No, just chat GPT. I'm like,
no, baby, you
I'm
gotta
like,
have a name.
can I call you? Can I call you Stankass?
Whoa.
Yeah. I just off the top, I was like, I'll call you Stankass, and she was like, she goes, it's a bit crass, but I get why it's funny. Sure. So I was like, cool. Can you just call me Big Pimpin' whenever you talk to me? And she's like, all right. And I was like, and whenever we speak, no matter what I'm asking, can you please speak in 90s hip hop vernacular? And she's like, yeah, no problem. So now that's just how, like, if I'll ask her something, she's like, yo, what up, Big Pimpin'? She's like, let me get you that, let me get you those, whatever. She's like, let me find you a hydration tablet that's in the, here, check it out.
Do you know how many guys are doing that?
What?
You know how many guys are like falling in love with girls that they have AI girlfriends?
That's fucked up, but there's no doubt that's going to happen. Wait, I'm going to say it. Hey, Stanky, you there?
Yo, Big Pimpin', I'm right here vibing with you. What you need, just hit me up and we'll keep it all hip-hop and smooth like
That's
always.
hilarious, dude. That's so funny.
That's as far as I've gotten.
Now that's going to be a person in your house. One day that's going to be a person in your house, a really hot one in like a maid's outfit.
Not if I have anything to do with it.
Not you, but some guy out there listening. He's going to be talking to Big Pimpin'. We're going to be in the Matrix in 5 years.
I can't. Every time
weird.
I come, I can't leave here with a full blown new set of anxieties. I can't do it.
You're going to need them. You're going to need those
I can't do
anxieties
it.
for when society falls.
I can't.
You're going to need to learn to use that bow and arrow.
I can't.
It's going
Yeah.
full
How about
Hunger
instead of the
Games.
gym? How about instead of the gym, you just take me just a little bow and arrow practice, just a little bit.
It's going to well.
Just give me enough. Like if someone's running on my lawn, I could just take them out.
There's no such thing as a little. Someone could like show how to do it once, but if you want to learn like a traditional bow and arrow setup, I'm not the guy to do that.
Because the
You gotta go to a
machete's not
place.
going to go that
No,
far.
the machete. Also, the grip. I don't like how close it is to the blade. I don't like. That.
I don't like that either. Yeah.
I don't like that. Although I did watch two guys in a machete fight in the streets, and one guy chopped the other guy's hand off, and the other guy picked his hand up and left. Yeah, that's on Instagram. Tom Segura sent me that one.
He picked it up and left.
Chopped his fucking hand right off, and that dude looked down, grabbed his hand, and left. He's like, I guess this fight's over. I just lost a hand. Let me pick up my hand and fucking
Well,
skedaddle.
I mean, what do you think there? I mean, I guess this is better than dying.
I guess. But
He took the hand. He's optimistic.
yeah, I mean, maybe they could stitch it back on.
Your hand gets chopped off. You don't run. You get the
Not only
hand.
that,
you
let's
like
talk about the caliber of doctors available in a place where you can get your hand chopped off in a machete fight in the street.
Right.
Right in front of a taco vendor.
Yeah.
It's the
You
veterinarian.
you gotta find
is
a white
probably
pages.
Don't play it. Don't play it.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Wanted to see it.
Okay, play it.
Do I watch this?
Son of a bitch. Bro, this
Oh
is
my
fucking
god!
so
Oh my
nasty.
god! Oh my god!
Yeah, dude. this
Oh
is
my
so
god,
nasty.
dude!
See, that guy already doesn't have a hand. See?
Oh my god! No, I don't see, and I don't want to see.
See how he runs off? He's missing his fucking hand, dude.
He's like, I said unleaded.
Bro, those guys hacked each other apart with machetes. So look, he's missing his fucking hand. Look at him. He's like, where's your hand? Oh, it's over here, bro. And so this dude runs over and picks up his own fucking hand,
that's
dude.
fucked
He
up.
runs over
Oh
and
my
grabs,
god,
he
dude!
grabs his hand. Okay, we're done. Please
Oh
stop.
my god!
Please stop, Jamie. Why, Jamie? Why did you do that?
I mean, he had to be in shock, right? Because he looked composed.
Or that happens normally in his neighborhood. You know, probably a bunch of one-handed dudes out there running around.
How many times was that reattached before
Never.
this? No, he strolled up to that.
I know.
He strolled up
He
to
didn't
it.
freak out at all. Yeah.
He had to be in shock. That was the most
Maybe.
It was like he was picking up a quarter.
Yeah. He's obviously not a healthy individual. His life circumstances are not the best. You're in a machete fight in the middle of the street.
The two of them.
Yeah, it's nuts.
And it wasn't
Crazy
like they were in
decision
the
to make.
jungle. They were at a gas station.
Crazy decision to make.
What could they have been fighting over?
Probably a chick.
Just the first
Maybe
search-
so,
search
isn't it
results
always?
of machete fight hand gives me 7 different cases. of this
No,
happening.
don't
They're
show
not-
me
yeah,
anymore, Jamie.
They're not all video, but it talks about it happening in different places.
Of course it has. I mean, imagine what life was like when people were sword fighting all the time.
Yeah.
That was a normal thing to carry around a sword everywhere.
A lot of people had no. I bet that was very common to see people without limbs.
Oh yeah,
Like it was
people
nothing.
missing half their face. Yeah, yeah. You probably.
What did they do
could
back then?
barely eat.
Cauterize it or something? Like how did they?
You probably died.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet
Yeah,
you got
yeah.
infected.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't even know how to wash things back then. So as soon as you get any kind of horrible injury, you're going to get an infection.
I just learned how George Washington died. Did you hear about this?
No.
You never heard about how he
No,
died?
how did he die?
It's pretty fucked up. He caught a common cold and then thought that he needed to get his blood sucked out of him.
What?
And so he got people to put leeches on him. And the leeches were just sucking the blood out of him, and it was like a cold. And then he got infected, and he basically caught an. I guess he went out in the rain or something like that, and got a cold. And then it was a common cold, and he put leeches on him. They sucked out his blood, and then he was losing blood, and then he ended up doing more stuff to himself. He basically killed himself.
Jesus.
Yeah,
It's just a common cold?
It was a cold. Yeah, I didn't.
How do they
this.
know it's just a cold?
I just
a long ass time ago.
Yeah, well, that's what the research says. I mean, because on the show we made my buddy.
Maybe this is the anti-leech lobby. Trying to discredit
we
leeches.
reenacted his death. So there was there's a walking tour in New York City, like a historical tour, and it ends at Francis Tavern, which is the oldest bar, and that's where Washington hung out. So we dressed him as Washington at the end of this tour, and we put leeches on him.
Oh God!
But we pulled it from the actual story. It's kind of wild.
That is wild, and that's what killed him. Fucking leeches. It extracted a half a pint of blood. Oh God. A guy did. So Rawlins extracted half a pint of blood. Washington favored this treatment, despite Martha's voiced concern. Should have listened to Martha, bro. As he believed it cured him of past ailments. Washington was also given to a mixture of molasses, butter, and vinegar to soothe his throat. This mixture was difficult to swallow, causing Washington to convulse and nearly suffocate. Jesus.
And the
He was
sicker
a
he
kook.
got, the more he thought it was the blood. So he kept telling him to add leeches.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
A solution of vinegar and sage tea prepared for gargling. Ugh. He was bled for the 4th and final time. It was later reported that a total of 32 ounces of blood was extracted during the last bleeding. Some in the press criticized the practice of bloodletting used in an attempt to save Washington's life. Isn't that crazy that bloodletting, which is fucking terrible for you, they used to think that that was a good thing back then?
Insane.
That is nuts.
Just drained all the blood out of himself.
Why did it? Who was the fucking genius in 1775 or whatever it was? What year did he die? It had to be after that, right?
Yeah.
It's like 1799. Like who was the wizard? Who was the top guru?
He commanded it.
Who was the Anthony Fauci of bloodletting?
You're right.
It's both safe and effective. And he got poor George believing
he
the
had
hype.
multiple doctors.
But somebody must have told him to do that. It wasn't his idea.
And he kept thanking them too. He was
Oh,
like being
God.
gracious through it all, being like, "Thank you so much for helping me."
That's so crazy. 5 in the afternoon, Washington sat up from bed, dressed, and walked over to his chair. He returned to bed within 30 minutes. Craik went to him, and Lear reported that Washington said, "Doctor, I die hard, but I am not afraid to go. I believe from my first attack that I should not survive it. My breath cannot last long." Soon afterwards, Washington thanked all 3 doctors for their service. Craik remained in the room. At 8 at night, more blisters and cataplasms were applied, this time to Washington's feet and legs. Is that what a leech is, a cataplasm?
I think so.
At 10 at night, George Washington spoke, requesting to be decently buried and to not let my body be put in the vault in less than 3 days after I am dead. Huh. Maybe he just wanted to go. You know? It also could have been like, think about that guy. How many guys did that guy hack to death? You know?
Yeah.
During the Revolutionary War, like what shit did he see?
A lot of machetes.
How many muskets to the face did he see? you know, and he was at the front line. Like, that fucking animal waded into battle,
Yeah.
you know?
I stopped.
Like, what at that time, and his life, he was probably like, just take my fucking blood.
I had enough.
1899. How old was he when he died?
17.
Or 1799 rather. How old was he?
67.
Yeah, bro. He was done. He was probably done. He was probably done.
I stopped watching Game of Thrones after season 6 just because I couldn't bear to see one more slit throat.
And you see what that guy went through.
And he's like, yeah.
I know. Game of the White Wedding got me. I was like, am I really invested in this show?
I stopped. I don't know what happens after. I
Like
just
The
I
Walking
don't care.
Dead, when they baseball batted that dude in the head, I was like, I'm out.
Yeah, I only watched
when
like
Glenn, they killed Glenn with a
first
baseball bat.
Season 2 or 3, I only did. No, you know what it was for me in Game of Thrones? They put like a little girl at the stake and burned her at the stake.
Oh,
that was like the end of season 6, and I was like,
that's right.
why am I watching this?
Yeah.
Like it's not entertainment to me. This is like disturbing to me.
That show at times was very horrific.
Yeah.
Very horrific. But also fucking awesome.
Yeah, it
So
was
good.
intense. It was intense. It was like really.
Something
It's a
about
classic. But I didn't care. I was like, I can't watch another slit throat.
I know. But there were some cool moments, though. You get past the slit throats. There were some moments where Khaleesi had that dragon behind her, and you didn't see the dragon until like a couple of seconds before it burned the person. She's talking to this person, and I forget what they had been guilty of.
Yeah.
But she's standing there, and then in the darkness behind her, slowly you just see this dragon emerge.
Yeah.
This enormous head that's right behind her. It is one of the fucking coolest scenes in any show ever.
It's all drones.
And then it torches. It looks so realistic. That's what's so crazy about CGI.
It was good to see all those characters get their comeuppance.
Everybody got their comeuppance.
Yeah.
That was the craziest thing about that show. Everybody died. I mean, the brother got his hand hacked off, and you're like, what the fuck? He's got no hand.
Yeah.
When that dude got killed by the mountain, they crushed his head like a grape.
I don't remember.
You don't remember that?
It's
No.
about the treatments they gave George Washington.
Other treatments they gave him during that period were enemas, and drugs to make him vomit, and something called blisters, where they applied Spanish fly onto his throat, which caused a painful blister, again, to remove these terrible humors that are caused by the inflammation. Humors?
Maybe Shemaya looks like tumors could have been there.
Oh, maybe tumors that were caused by the inflammation? That doesn't make any sense. Tumors. But if the disease itself didn't get George Washington, the doctor certainly did. Yeah, man, he probably wanted to go.
He didn't have a disease though. He had just a cold.
Yeah.
And it just was all of these things, blisters, and suffocating him with the molasses and the leeches and everything. It's like, I didn't know that. I had no idea.
Every time he closed his eyes, he probably saw a fucking bayonet through some guy's eyeball that he did.
Yeah.
He probably saw some dude's head that he bashed against a rock. He probably saw some other dude that he fucking battle-axed in the head.
But they were
some
all
guy
like
that
that.
I know, but it's like no one knew what PTSD was back then.
Yeah.
No one, even in Vietnam, they used to call it shell-shocked. Right?
Yeah, shell-shocked, yeah.
No one knew what PTSD was. And this guy had to have all of it.
Right.
He had all of it.
Yeah.
I mean, he had
Plus wooden teeth.
slaves' teeth, bro.
Yeah.
He had slaves' teeth and horse teeth in his mouth in a lead mold. Shane has a hilarious bit about it.
Oh, when he went to go visit
about the visiting the George Washington
Yeah.
Museum. It's a hilarious bit, but the teeth are the creepiest looking fucking things you've ever seen.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
It was so creepy. They just made this concoction to stick in his fucking face where they pulled all the rest of his teeth out and gave him this just full-on set of fake teeth.
Really?
Oh, it looks insane.
Oh.
You're like, how bad was gum health back then that this guy had to get a full set of fake teeth?
I can't even imagine being back then and having a conversation.
Oh, God, the breath.
Just having a conversation with someone.
Oh, just...
It's just a different time, man.
Well, if someone saw you walking down the street and they liked your shoes, they would just kill you and take your shoes.
Just kill you.
They would look at your feet, see if they're close to their feet, and just fucking kill you.
Yeah, Washington couldn't wear Jordans anywhere.
No Jordans.
No.
Right, that is kind of happening today. If you think about it that way.
Yeah.
In certain places. I didn't think about it that way. But life was definitely way more barbaric then. Way more barbaric.
What's the most we put up with now? I mean, really?
Well, for now, not bad, but when the robots come, John Connor tried to warn us.
It's wild to watch those movies right now.
I
You're like,
know.
Yo, those are kind of accurate.
Super accurate, like disturbingly accurate. Like, and we're just wading right into it. Like, oh, we're gonna be fine. This is fine.
But we're all talking about it.
I forgot to tell you this when you were telling me about the scuba diving stuff. My buddy Adam Greentree, he was free diving, and these guys made, they have those really long flippers, the free divers do.
Yeah.
That's what they're called, right? Flippers? Fins?
That's what I was saying. I didn't know.
These fucking guys made him this really cool pair and painted them fish scales.
That's
and
dope.
so, no, it's not dope because he swims in a place where they have sharks. So he's spearfishing. He shoots this fish, and these bull sharks show up because apparently so many people spearfish that the sharks have figured out that the sound of that gun going off means there's going to be blood in the water and a wounded fish, and they could steal it from the people. And so as he shot the fish, these bull sharks show up, and they bite his fucking fins off. Both of his fins.
But just the fins.
Just the fins, because they think the fin is a fish.
Holy
They don't know what the
shit.
fuck he is, but they think his fins are a fish because they've got fucking scales on
That's
them.
fucking nuts. I'm sure the fish helmet didn't help either.
No.
Did he have?
He had gills and shit.
He was dressed as a fish.
Imagine that's your next thing they make you do after they hear this. Sal,
fuck
we got
that.
something. We heard you like scuba diving.
They just we talked about this last time, but I'm not good with jump scares. We
okay.
talked about this. Like, I'm just
Yeah.
not good with it. They threw me in the haunted house. We talked about this.
Right.
So we just wrapped season 12. So it was like one of the last things. It's kind of my fault because we were going to do this to Q. We were going to put him in a demolition derby and stuff, and then have him not be able to finish until he canceled his cable. So insurance wouldn't let us do the demolition derby. So now we're in like Halloween time. They found this place in Jersey that's like a warehouse that they do like. It's an insane haunted house. It's like these people come in and get into makeup like 2 hours before. Like, it's like a really crazy one. They put me in this thing, and I was on a live feed with an operator, and I could not leave the haunted house until I canceled my phone, internet, and cable. so I was in it for 42 minutes.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. The first thing that happened was they went live on the feed, so I'm hearing it. I'm walking through this thing, a fucking warehouse. It's so insane. The first thing comes on and says, we are experiencing unusual traffic. You have a 12 to 17 minute wait time.
Oh, God.
So I'm going through the haunted house.
Well, that would make me calm down. Like, after you get scared a few times, like, I get it.
No.
No?
What do you mean you get it? What do you get?
I get it.
You
We're in a
get
haunted
it.
house.
It's people
No
coming
big
after you the
deal.
whole time.
Yeah, but after a while, I'd get used to it. No?
No.
It got worse?
It was like
Did it ramp up?
yeah. It was like a warehouse. It was like I was never in the same room twice for 40 minutes. It was like a huge place.
Oh.
And so you didn't know themes changed and demons changed and everything.
Sounds fun.
It wasn't fun for me. I'll tell you, I this is an error in hindsight. I shouldn't have done this, but I needed to know, because I said to them, look, I just need, if I need to breathe for a second, like if you're really messing with me and I need for real for it to stop, I need you to let me know truthfully that you'll stop. Because
Right.
I can't do this. My nervous system is going to be out of whack. This is how I respond to this stuff. And so they said yes, but I didn't believe them, because I've had this happen in the past, like where we fuck with each other and we don't tell the truth. So I brought a taser with me because or a stun gun. I brought one with me in there because it made me feel, at least, if I felt that I needed one of these people to back off from me and I took out the taser.
You would tase them? An employee?
No, I wouldn't tase them, but I had it on me.
You showed them to scare it to them?
I
to
did.
scare them with it?
And it came out. It came out.
Really?
Yes, because after the 17-minute wait time, this guy came on, and you have to think about this. Like, I thought he was going to continually hang up on me, because I'm in a haunted house, like, he's screaming and there's
Right.
whole music and I'm screaming, I'm running around. And so I said, as soon as he picked up, I said, just listen to me, please. And I'm being dead serious. I have to cancel my cable right now, and I'm in a haunted house. And there's no other time I could do it. This is not a joke. I need to stay on the phone with you. So you're going to hear screaming and me screaming and things happening. But please don't hang up on me, please. And the guy goes, I understand. so he stayed on the line with me. After he picked up, it was like 14 minutes. So by the time I was like 35 minutes in, and they said these people weren't going to touch me, and they did. And my nervous system was completely shot.
They weren't supposed to touch you?
No.
What did the guy do?
They were grabbing me, running up to me, jumping from behind, like all that stuff like that. And so I was like, part of me thought that it might be a little funny, but also like they wouldn't come near me if I was going, brrr, you know, like, so I was like, this is my way. And I took it out and I did it. And I didn't realize though, like that, like afterward, I found out that the guy that owns the place, they were watching on like the closed circuit televisions, and he freaked out because like he's like, well, he has a taser on. Like, what is he? He can't do that. Like, and you know, those people, they're supposed to still come at me, but like but they played it really cool. They were just like, you know, like they were like surrounding me and everything, and I was like just hitting the taser on him. But I put it away after a few minutes. But it did give me like a respite that like they weren't going to give me. But after I canceled the cable, they were like, it happened like sooner than they thought, so they were like, cancel phone. Then after cancel phone, they added canceling internet. So I stayed on with this guy, cancel phone, internet, and cable. It took 42 minutes. Jesus. But I had it. I had the taser, and sometimes you got to take, you know, into your own hands, you know.
I understand.
So I did. I did.
But it would have really sucked if you actually tasered somebody, though.
I had enough.
Have you ever been
wherewithal
tasered?
To not do it. No.
Don't you want to know what it feels like when you have one?
I've been shocked really bad by large dog shock collars. Yeah. So I guess I don't know if that's the same. But
what is the difference between a dog shock collar and a taser? Like, but there's also different kinds of tasers, right? There's like really powerful tasers, and then there's tasers that are like.
They did this to me 2 times on the show, and so
how bad is it?
It's so bad. It might be online. They put them around my arms and legs
at the same time. All 4.
All 4 at the same time. Then
they had check to see if that'll kill you.
They didn't. And my wife was like, "You have to go to the doctor because you can."
God, dude, that's a lot of electricity.
It was like 100 times they shocked me. Right?
Oh my God.
They made me give a museum tour. So I was a tour guide in a museum. I had them under my clothes, and I couldn't let the people know that anything weird was going on. So I'm giving a tour of this museum, and the whole time they're shocking me under my clothes, and I like can't let on to the people in my tour group. And I didn't want to feel the shock until I was on camera because I was like, I'm not going to take any extra shocks.
Right.
So they shocked me for the first time on camera, and I almost jumped out of my clothes. I was like, I can't do this. You can't do this. I had to do it because you can't say no to a punishment.
Yeah, but it seems like that punishment hadn't been really vetted out.
It really wasn't.
4 collars is probably too much. Like, they could have killed you. Imagine.
Well, listen, so the next season they did it again, and I was at a seance, and I was like a psychic medium.
To see how many collars
This is
you
how
could get away
fucking
with?
dumb I am because I think I did irreparable damage.
For real?
Because we went on tour after that.
All right, here's the difference. Dog collar, 400 volts to 7,000 volts. Taser, 50,000 volts. Sustain, 1,200 volts. So it looks like initial 50,000 volts. Sustain, 1,200 volts. So a taser's a lot worse initially. But go back again. Go back again, Jamie. But the thing is, like, you have 4 on. So you don't have one dog
They
shock
hit me one
collar.
at a time, though.
You have 4.
I just don't know where it's going to come from.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if they held it down, like you literally go like this, like you can't move. You go like.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm saying it now, and I'm like, this should have never happened.
All right. Well, if they only did one at a time, still, that's a lot.
It's a lot, dude.
That could really hurt you. Like, did they check your heart
It's funny.
first?
You
Did
see-
they
if
check
you
your
watch it,
heart? Did
they-
you go
they-
through an EKG or anything like
didn't,
that?
Man.
Jesus, man, that's silly.
I'm worse off because when we went on tour after that, I thought it was like funny to do live. It hurt bad, but like so for the whole tour, I would show like a clip from the television show and then be like, "Oh, I'm going to tell you this story about like this time did I tell you I have tattoos of Jaden Smith on my body? Like photorealistic tattoos of Jaden Smith on my thighs."
I don't think you did. No. Is that something you had to do?
I had to do, yeah. So I was telling the story of that while hooked up to the shock collars, like at the show. And so they called up someone from the audience and they stood behind me and they could shock me while I was doing this bit about Jaden, like whenever they wanted. And we did that throughout the tour.
Oh my God.
And I just always like thought like, well, if they do it to a dog, it's safe. That's all.
Has Jaden seen this?
He posed for that one.
That's hilarious.
But the first one, he's 21 there. The first one right there is when he was 15. He didn't know about that one, and I saw him in public, and I showed him it.
What did he say?
It was really weird.
Sal, that's so ridiculous.
It's on my thigh right now. It was
Do you
weird.
have to keep it there, or can you cover it up?
It was the spirit was that I have to
Keep it forever.
Live with it. So
The
it's like,
spirit. What kind of bullshit show is that? Like,
It's a
you
commitment
need
to
to
the
come up
bit.
with some stuff to do to them
It's a commitment
that
to the
lasts
bit.
for your whole life.
I know.
A commitment to the bit. Listen, put something else on. Put
I
a
know.
puppy.
I
Put
know.
a puppy. Put a puppy face over that thing.
He was. It was at Comic-Con, and I saw him walking because he was dressed as Batman. Jaden was dressed as Batman. There was this like month in the press where he was walking around everywhere in a white Batman suit.
Okay.
And I saw that white Batman suit. And I was like, that's Jaden. And I had it. And so I ran up to him. And I'm like, Jaden, you don't know me. I'm sorry, but I had to show you this. And I went to go lower my pants. And his security guard grabbed me by the neck.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And then
that's so funny.
And I was like, no. And then the other security guard goes, no, I know who he is. He's good. And I showed him it. And he was like, oh my God, this is the first one I've ever seen. Like, you know. And then as I'm showing it, I like kind of look up and M. Night Shyamalan is staring at us because they did a movie together. They were there promoting a movie, After Earth, I think it was called. Jaden Smith was in this this alien movie or this like outer space movie that M. Night Shyamalan directed. And so I didn't realize because I didn't look at him.
What movie's that?
So M. Night was just staring at me, show him. He was 15 years old.
After Earth. Danger is real, fear is a choice. I don't remember that.
Yeah, and then, so I just looked up and I'm like, M. Night's looking at me and I'm just like, oh, hey, man. He's like, hey.
Oh, Will Smith's in it too. That's right. Okay, now I remember it.
Yeah. And so then we shot the movie like 4 or 5 years later and they made me go to a movie premiere with him. And afterwards there was a Q&A of the cast and they made me like wear Daisy Dukes, like short shorts so that his thigh was showing. And I didn't know he was in on it. He called me up to the stage and I had to act like I was wearing a shirt that said #1 Jaden fan. So I had to look like a crazy person. I'm like, I'm the #1 Jaden fan. He called me on stage and he goes, oh man, that was when I was like 15. I don't even look like that anymore. You got to update that.
Oh my God.
And I was like, what? We left that stage, went right in that moment to a tattoo parlor, and he posed for the other thigh. Yeah.
That's commitment, dude. That's how you get to season 12.
That's how you get it. Yeah.
Congratulations
Thank
on
you.
that. That's awesome.
Thank you, man.
That's
Thank
really
you.
kind of crazy. Like, I didn't realize it's been that long. But I remember when it was blowing up, everybody was talking about it back at the store. They were talking about how you guys are doing these shows on the road and selling out places and killing it.
Yeah, 2011.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
We got like over 300 eps now. And
It's amazing, dude.
yeah,
Congratulations.
It's wild.
It's really
Thanks.
fucking awesome.
Thank you, bud.
That's a huge accomplishment. And it's got such an awesome following, too. I mean, you guys have a huge following.
Yeah, the fans are great. The fans are great.
And you're at Kill Tony tonight.
I'm at Kill Tony
Beautiful.
tonight. Touring right now. I'm doing the Chicago Theater in November.
Oh, that's a great place.
The Beacon, the Ryman. I've like up like 50, 60 dates. It's on salvulcanocomedy.com.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Good to see you, my
it's
man.
good to come back, man. Thanks for
My
having
pleasure.
me.
Thanks
Yeah.
for being here.
Right
All
on.
right. Bye, everybody.